Hello, hi guys. Welcome back to the Football Show channel. We're back with another stream, another week, a fresh week, and a week that all Arsenal fans have been hoping for. That is the 1st of July or the first week of July, and we are here. The entire of June, we had to bear other clubs signing players or being linked with other players like Barca or City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United. I mean, Chelsea will probably sign till the entire club has been run out. It doesn't really matter. But major clubs like City and Liverpool, who are our title rivals, have been signing players or have signed a lot of players, and that has brought in a lot of what do we say unrest among the Arsenal fans. But it is what it is, right? We always knew how Arsenal are going to operate, and the operation is always going to start from the month of July. July has not been here yet fully, and yet we had a lot of links with Mosquera, Hato, Eze, Rodrygo. We even confirmed the signing of Kepa, that was yesterday. We even had, or we will be having a medical this weekend with Norgard from Brentford as well. A lot of things to talk about, a lot of discussions to be made and to dissect, in my opinion, as well. Because there are a few signings who I think is not fully agreed upon by majority of the people. There are a few signings that are still a lot of discussions to be made. But so I think that is what today's stream will be about. It's going to be a conversation. It's not going to be anything debateful. Nobody's right, nobody is wrong. But yeah, definitely there are a lot of things like the elephant in the room that we need to discuss. That is, if you guys want to talk about it. So if you guys want to talk about it, definitely you can bring it up as well. Enough of me waffling. Let me call upon my panel today. Parth, welcome, Parth. How are you?
Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi. It's been what, a week since we last streamed? Yeah, it's been a week since we last streamed. Yes. Yeah. A lot of things have gone down in terms of the YouTube community. A lot of things have gone down in terms of footballing wise as well. But this week, let's hope tomorrow, today or tomorrow will be Zubimendi Day. I'm still assuming that it's going to be Thursday or Friday regarding it because Nordgaard's medical will be done over the weekend. So assuming that
Mhm.
his confirmation will come on the Sunday or even on a Monday. We never know, right? So that is what I think will be happening. And yeah, how is your life been? Like, football is one thing, but how
It's
is your life
it's
been?
it's actually taking shape right now. I've been giving interviews and there have been job opportunities for me. So I've been engulfed with that side of things.
Right, right.
Something that you were doing over the last few weeks. So yeah,
Hmm.
I'm in that zone now, and yeah, things actually are taking shape, and yeah, it's looking good, Brev.
Good, 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 good. I've been taking a few comments. I think there's a new
Yeah.
feature on YouTube where they have or they have calculated themselves who are the top people who are contributing to the channel through chat and all that. So I get that is the reason it's showing up like that. I've not done anything. I have no idea about it as well. But yeah, I've been taking few topics. Keshav, July month, my favorite month. Let's just hope, man. Let's just hope July is fruitful for all Arsenal fans out there. Hi, Rusty. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, Amsi. Welcome, welcome. Yes, welcome, buddy.
Hello, hello,
Uh,
hello.
what? Time is 11 o'clock in Canada. Thanks for joining midday. Thanks for joining midday. Wasn't the medical already concluded? No, not Zubimendi. We were talking about Nordgal. His
Okay.
medicals will be done this week. I think that has been reported as such. But yeah. Uh, Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Yeah, I'm not streaming from home. I'm streaming from Starbucks. We're back to Starbucks. So yeah, if you do hear all the background sounds, I'm sorry in advance. It is what it is. Yeah, I've seen enough I've seen
And
enough Bill Burton statue.
I
A
can't
lot
lie.
has to be done. A lot has
Yeah,
to be done. See, the links are the right links that we've been targeted, or we've been hoping from the start. But how far of it has it been executed? Let's just say the bench looks to be more sorted. Our starting level needs to be, what do you say, uh, broken down, rebuilt, whatever. That's what I think, right? I think our starting level needs to be developed or needs to be elevated. That's what I think.
I am just over the moon with the links that we've had. because for me, my dream window in terms of improving the starting 11 would be Zubimendi, Sesko, Eze and Rodrygo, and voila. All the Eze links have, popped up over the last week, and I'm like, I,
Mhm.
I knew it.
Yeah, you did call for it. You did call for it, to be honest. Yeah. Edu transfer never felt this media. So apparently, Berta has a lot of media links, and that is the whole reason why you can feel a lot of commotion in the media front, and that's why you can
Mhm.
hear a lot of breaking news every single day, if not every single hour. So yeah, welcome, Mr. Sarvan. Welcome, welcome. Are you ready for the preseason? Arsenal are coming to that side of the world. Right? I hope you're going for one of the matches. Unpopular opinion, Madueke will do well. Okay,
So
we will talk about, we'll
yeah,
definitely talk about it. Aarush, welcome, buddy. Imagine my dedication that I've opened stream on mute at work and watching you're mine, yeah. But yeah, this one we'll definitely talk about, like the title says, Eze and or Rodrigo. That's what we will talk about. And before we talk about it from what me and Parth think or what Parth and I think about it, this channel has been about building a community for the people out there. So we had somebody reach out to us who said that he wants to talk about a few certain topics, and I thought this will be whatever he is comfortable with. And we said that he wants to talk about the present situation that is Eze and or Rodrigo. Let me call upon our guest for today, Ayush. Yeah, Ayush. Welcome.
Guys, how are you?
hello,
We're
hello,
good.
hello.
We're good. Tell us about yourself and let the community know about you.
Yeah, so I have been supporting Arsenal for the past 18, 19 years. You'd say like from 2006, 2007.
Hmm.
And obviously, we haven't won the league since then. But so I'm still waiting for our first league title. But yeah,
Hmm.
this is a sort of transfer window that I've never seen from Arsenal in the past
Mhm.
18, 19 years. And
Hmm.
I'm just realizing how much of a fraud Edu was because we used to get linked to people, but we never used to like get it done in the end. Hi, Keshav. And so it just feels good right now. We're getting linked with the right people and we're going for the right moves. So I'm kind of happy and let's just get things over the line now. I'm very happy like how we got Zubimendi over the line so early in the transfer window. We're getting all our like Kepa has come in for as a replacement goalkeeper, and we've got a Norgard who's a very good signing, a very
Mhm.
economical signing to say the least. I think it's a very good replacement for Jorginho. Uh, so let's see how we move. And
Yeah,
obviously, very very excited with the Eze links.
We'll come into that. Okay. Kepa to Arsenal. The whole reason why I didn't want that to happen is because I didn't want to give money to Chelsea. But if you look from a very unbiased view, right? Spending 5 million for a backup goalkeeper who's only 30, by the way. I thought he was like 32, 33 or something. He's only 30. I
Right.
think he will be, yeah, I think in hindsight, he will be a good goalkeeper or second third goalkeeper. Unfortunately, he has not gone on to become the goalkeeper that many people thought of him to be because what he was bought at a record fee as well, right? So, what do you think about Kepa coming to Arsenal as a backup goalkeeper for 5 million?
I think Raya is gonna get most of the play time, but I think Kepa as a backup goalkeeper is gonna be fine. I think he's gonna do fine. And obviously, we wanted to go for someone else, and that didn't work out as Barcelona sealed. Uh,
Joan does.
who
Yeah,
was it? Garcia
yeah,
that we
yeah.
were
That's
going
it.
for. Yeah. So I think he was pretty good. He would have been very good backup, but like, okay, it's like a backup option. Kepa, we have gone for it early. So just getting it out of the way, it feels good,
Mhm.
and so that we can move on to the next transfers. And we are moving in fast
Definitely.
right now. I think we've gotten like three signings at least in the bag right now, and we are going in for a very big transfer window. And I've never seen this sort of a transfer window ever in my life. So I'm really hoping we can get Eze, Rodrigo, Sesko, or Gyökeres, anyone, and yeah, we can get these things out of the way because I did not see this Eze links. Just like I think it just started popping a week back or something,
Yeah.
so I was shocked that we are not moving in for a CAM because Odegaard definitely needs replacement, like a backup to work with. Because last
Mhm.
time when he got injured, we were in a deep mess. We could not create, and we were pretty dull. So having Eze will be completely a game changer, and we're getting some very very strong links today as well. We've seen the last couple of hours some reports coming in from Fabrizio and Mokbel and all. Yeah,
Yeah.
Good, good. Why before we get into the actual thing, that is Eze and or Rodrigo, a few small requests for all the people out there as concurrent viewers. Keep liking the stream, people. What 17 concurrent viewers and 7 likes. Try to let's bring it to at least minimum 15. We're trying to make sure that this stream is pushed by the algorithm, where many other people can join this community and
Hmm.
subscribe as well. At the same time, just building a community for all the football fans out there. So just s- keep liking the stream, keep subscribing if you're new here. At the same time, I hope you enjoy this stream as we go on. And by the way, in case you guys want to share your opinion regarding certain players on stream, you can definitely reach out to either me or Parth. Our sources are there in the description as always, so you can definitely reach out to us. So if not today, maybe next stream as well, we can definitely
Hmm.
incorporate you as well, like how I reach out to me. So yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, Eze and or Rodrigo. What do you think is going to happen? Both you're going to get, or either of them? Both of you. Or what do you
uh,
think is going to happen?
Parth, you wanna go first?
Nah, you express your feelings, man.
So basically, from the reports yesterday by David Ornstein, they have like said that we are in for Eze regardless of the Rodrigo transfer. We are in for both Rodrigo and Eze. So that is a surprise to me. But like if we are that, uh, we can be optimistic that we can get both. I don't know about
Hmm.
Rodrigo right now. It's obviously very difficult with Real Madrid to negotiate, and obviously the player wants to leave. There, he's not getting any play time right now. So it will be interesting to see. But I think that's gonna go down till the end of the transfer window. It's gonna be a saga. And with Eze, I think the links that are coming, I think we can get that over the line in the next couple of weeks, and that'll be
Yeah.
perfect for us. So we can build up to Rodrigo's transfer. I don't think that is happening anytime soon. That's going to be a very superstar signing like the Ozil one back in the
Hmm.
days.
Actually, you know what? Since you mentioned Ozil, right, this has been on my mind. I think the
Yeah,
Ozil signing, you could say Declan Rice in a way is the Ozil signing because we brought in an absolute superstar to our team. But
yeah,
the problem with the Ozil signing is that we didn't have any attackers to
Yeah.
complement him except Sanchez. It
absolutely.
is almost similar to what I'm seeing with Declan Rice. He's doing all the groundwork in that midfield, but our attackers, except Saka, there's nobody else, right? So if it, that's what I think. I could be horribly wrong. I'm not talking in terms of like the superstar value. Obviously, Ozil coming to Arsenal from a Madrid team that has won UCLs, has won La Ligas against the prime Barca. I get all of that. I'm just talking about in terms of like the kind of player impact that you're bringing and not able to like bringing the players around him so that
Right.
you can push on from there. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, you are absolutely right in that way. Apart from
You're making
what do you think?
complete sense there. You're making complete sense there. I feel like
Hmm.
Eze coming in takes so much out of Saka, because you like we see teams doubling down on Saka all the time. So when people like Eze, Rodrigo, Sesko, or Gyökeres, people like these, like they join our club, I think who will you double down on? So I think it gives a lot of freedom to our best players to express themselves. So obviously, I mean, these kind of signings will help us a lot. And getting 2 or 3 blockbuster signings in one season has been something we have struggled with in the past. So obviously, Zubimendi is a very, very big signing. We are not talking about it that much, but it is a very big signing for us. I remember when Zubimendi was linked to Liverpool, they were all over the place. They were getting mad excited, and when that did not happen, it was obviously very sad for them. But yeah, we have gotten Zubimendi on over the line, so he will be our own Rodri. And obviously, if Eze comes in this team with Declan Rice, Saka, I mean, it's gonna be insane. Like the kind of work rate that Eze will bring to Arsenal with goals and assists, operating
Hmm.
and his both of his right and left foot work very very well. And he is someone who can play anywhere. Like from his obviously his favorite position is LM or LAM, but he can drift. to the center. He couldn't go to the right. He will be driving down late in the box, attacking those crosses or uh, minuses. So I think Eze right now is something to look forward to, and I'm very, very excited for that to happen.
Right, right. We'll take in a few comments and then we'll come to Parth's opinion. So, okay, because there are a lot of comments. I didn't expect this many to come out of nowhere, but yeah, it's good. This is only signs of like the channel growing. Let me ask the first. Okay, as long it is something football related, I will take it. If you say something beyond that, I'm not bringing it up. That's all I'm going to say. Chelsea bought Kepa for 70 million plus, but they only selling it for 5 million flop, same like Pepe. But we got nothing for Pepe. Yeah. Mm,
There were a lot of factors attached to it. I mean, Kepa
mm,
was bought for 70 million. It didn't work out. They sent him out on loan to Real Madrid and then Bournemouth. He played good at Bournemouth, and that is why we've snapped him up. So yeah, I mean, it's actually not any smart business from Chelsea. It is just what it is. And
mm.
Pepe, he just went out of favor with Arteta, man. You can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Bournemouth stint actually helped him get
Hey,
5
yeah,
million because
that's
even the Madrid one
definitely,
wouldn't have gotten him 5 million because
yeah.
many Madrid fans were like, thank God he's gone.
The
But
season
that's
he
all
had
you
at Bournemouth was a kind of resurgence for Kepa. I mean, he
know.
definitely has built up some reputation over the last season.
Exactly.
Otherwise, before that, he was done, man.
Mm-hmm. Cristiano says Arsenal aren't signing both players. We never know, buddy. We never know. Deadline day, we might get Rodrygo. Who knows? Let's get the 2K subscribers. Okay. Jersey giveaway, we will see. But it'll be nice if we can hit 1.5K first, and then we can hit 2K soon, and then we build from there on. I didn't refresh the page and you were on top. That's good, I guess. Single-handedly, okay. See, this is the only I'm doing this because I don't have space at home to stream like I had last one. That is only I'm not too keen to connect. Uh, I will confirm this. Arsenal need to sign Aarush as a scout. So yes, definitely. But let's just say he's doing well and on the path of becoming a scout or doing his badges. No, not badges. Taking his classes in terms of
Yeah,
professional scouting. Let's just hope all things go well, and maybe you never know. Aarush might be one of the scouts in Europe. You never know. Hey Anshul, welcome to the stream, buddy. I read somewhere that we were willing to sell around 50 million, wait, spend around 50 million on Hoyson. Now we have to spend for Mosquera for 20 million, and so extra 30 million helps in every pursuit. Yeah,
yeah,
maybe that explains why striker and left wing and separate from every. Fair enough, buddy. Uh,
definitely.
good thinking because this actually makes sense. Because imagine spending 50 odd million for a defender and then having to invest on a left-wing striker and probably on another attacking midfielder. It's going to be impossible. Yeah, but yeah,
Sucheet, I
cool.
would like to add something more as well to that,
Hmm, hmm.
because the as a structure is going to be something like 20 million. They are breaking it into three
Oh yeah.
installments for
Three
20,
installments
Hmm,
20
of
hmm,
million.
20.
So that
hmm,
is also one thing. And as a being 27 years old now,
hmm,
Crystal Palace do want to get the most out of that they can get from him right now. So
hmm,
they
hmm,
are kind of instigating Arsenal to go for that transfer as well, and it'll be a very
hmm,
good transfer for us if we just have to pay 20 million upfront right now, so we
hmm,
can
hmm.
pursue other big targets. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Cool, cool. 21 concurrent viewers. Wow. Keep liking, keep subscribing to the channel. We are only on 9 likes. Try to bring it to 15, and then if you don't want to like, I understand. But keep liking the stream at least till 15. Keep subscribing if you're new to the channel as well. As a in midfield, only orientation is a pause. Okay, we will talk more in depth about Eze. I'm just trying to take in as many comments as before we get into the deep dive about the Eze situation. With both, I do not know how we will manage a budget. Only two said Eze is separate from winger and striker. Don't know how. Fair enough. Fair enough. Zubimendi will be better than Rodri. That is the hope, man. Because in the Euros when Zubimendi came on for Rodri, it didn't feel like Spain even measured. I felt Spain was more attacking or more
Hmm.
direct once Zubimendi came on. Also, you never know. And also, Eze will push Odegaard and also help in creativity from
Yeah.
midfield that we've been lacking, and Odegaard is having an okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, Numair, welcome, Numair. He says we do need a profile like Eze and very push out of it. He's an X factor who can create momentum out of nowhere. Okay, I'm seeing a common theme here on where people want Eze to be playing. So nice, nice. This is nice conversation that are going to be built for sure. Blah blah blah. Our team is a sexiest team. Girls from all families are thirsting over. What?
What?
What? What is this? What you want to? Is this what you wanted to ask? Or what the hell? Uh, Kepa done for annual Chelsea Arsenal heavy bro. Luke,
I
welcome,
hope.
Luke. Welcome. Hey, Luke. You think after a while Arsenal are having a good transfer window? We only need to get a striker now, and we have 3 to 4 weeks as well. Midfield done, centre back done, goalkeeper done. What do you guys think? I think we need a left winger. If we don't even get a striker, we need a proper left winger, in my
Mhm.
opinion. What do you guys think, though? Do you guys agree with that, or do you guys think we need a striker
Definitely.
over a left winger?
I've been crying over the fact
Mm,
that the striker is not the need of the for Arsenal. It is a left winger, and with the
mm,
kind of things that we are getting more of inside forwards than pure left wingers in Rodrygo and Eze. So
mm,
definitely, for me, I do not view the left wing position as a position which
mm,
focuses heavily on touchline activities. I rather see it as a position which is closer to goal and
mm,
which just involves players more centrally, and that is where Eze would thrive and so would Rodrigo. And
mm,
it's just about adding more creativity in the midfield. Yes, they'll start as left wingers, but they'll eventually come inside, which will give
mm,
more more bodies in the middle to combine, and then we can just add a bit more creativity with Eze, because when it comes to Martinelli, you just know what he's going to do next. With Trossard,
mm, mm,
he is creative, but age is not on his side, and his reflexes over the last 2 seasons have actually gotten a bit slow. So, in my
mm, mm,
opinion, selling Trossard right now would be the perfect move. If we can even
mm,
get like 25, 30 or million for him, we can do that.
mm,
That would help us to fund a third attacker if we are not signing both Eze and Rodrigo. That can be done,
mm,
and then we can keep Martin Lily as depth, which I'll be perfectly fine with. And when it comes to the transfers of Eze and Rodrigo, I want both of them to happen, because with
mm,
the number of games that we'll have to play next season, trust
mm,
me, a squad of 11 or 15 would not suffice. You at least need to have 17, 18 players who
mm,
are of a similar quality, and even if there's a drop off ain't much, because at Arsenal
mm,
the issue that we've faced over the years, we've had a good starting 11, but as soon as one player gets injured, it's like
mm,
we just go bust. And we can see that with the transfers of Fabio Vieira,
mm,
and then even
mm,
in the defense we had Rob Holding at one point. Kivior, I
mm,
won't put Kivior in that category, but yeah, Kivior isn't a worthy enough backup for Gabriel. He just gets the job done. That's fine, and I respect him for that. But and even when it comes to the left wing, it's either Martinelli or Trossard. We don't have any other person. So
mm,
if you and for Odegaard, obviously there is no one right now. So
mm,
basically, with Eze and Rodrigo, you're killing two birds with a single stone. You can
mm,
sort out your central creativity issues, you can elevate your left wing position, and
mm,
the squad just improves. The floor
mm.
raises by a very big margin, and so does the
Right,
ceiling of the team. And that is how you
right.
become elite.
Mm-hmm. Ayush, do you agree, disagree? Do you want to add anything to this?
I feel like in the left wing position, we need a profile like Alexis Sanchez. We've never replaced him, to be honest. I think Martinelli and Trossard, no matter how good they are, they cannot be compared to Alexis Sanchez. And we are really begging for a player in that left wing position who can create, score, and give assists, and really own that left wing position. So we definitely need a left wing position, but that we cannot take away from the fact that we definitely need a clinical striker as well. Because I don't think Gabriel Jesus, obviously, I think he's been very injury prone for us. He's not been there. And even when he was there, I don't think after that first crazy season that he had, he could not back it up. And Havertz, I think he's a good backup option, but we cannot rely on him for like just starting for us. So we definitely need a striker and a left winger, in my opinion, and a CAM for sure, because we have not like last season also we were just relying on Odegaard to hold that CAM position, and you
Mhm.
you cannot go into a big season not having a backup CAM. So it's
Yeah.
just crazy. And obviously Trossard is aging, and I'm hoping someone from Saudi league can back Trossard and we can get some good money for him. That's what I'm hoping for right now. Yeah.
Uh, we'll take in a few more comments and then we get into the discussion. Why are Crystal Palace ready to sell Ezri? They are holding on Zaha on a lease. I know Ezri has a release clause. See, I don't get my Arsenal fans, right? I mean, I'm saying my because we're all Arsenal fans, right? See, when there is no issue, why do you want to create an issue and worry about that? They're willing to sell it, then buy it. It is fine.
And
It is completely fine. Like,
the
see, the other one was like, okay, why are Bayern Munich or Dortmund not going for Sesko? It is good, right? They're not going for him. Imagine if they went for him. They probably have to pay 80 or 90 million for him. Yeah.
yeah.
Like, it's fine if they don't go, man. It's completely fine. It's
And
not like
the
every
there's
player
a
that we have to go
there's a
for them.
reason for them willing to sell Eze for their release clause, because last season was the season where Eze was touted to be their be their sale that would actually generate a lot of funds, and they valued him a bit too highly for their own liking.
Yeah.
That is why there were actually no buyers for Eze. So now 27 years of age is the prime age to sell someone, and if it's a
Obviously.
winger, definitely you can just cash out on that player, and 68 million pounds is not a small fee. It is
Exactly.
a
And
very
we
hefty
don't
fee.
know
And
the even the
yeah.
contract situation of Eze, we don't know like what is happening over there. So probably
Mhm.
Crystal Palace are thinking to just get the most out of Eze right now. And it's so funny, like 2 days ago Crystal Palace just posted a compilation of Eze's goals and assists. It's too funny.
Bro, when I got up today, right, the first thing on my
Yeah.
YouTube thing was that as a
Yeah.
compilation. I'm like, wait, what do you mean?
It's
Yeah,
posted
fair
by
enough.
Crystal Palace. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, yeah.
With Paris, they also have a lot of cerebral assets which they would like to keep hold of for at least the next season. In Adam Wharton, they've got Daniel Munoz, and even with the likes of Mark Gahey in transfer talks, it's a possibility that they'd be like, all right, let's cash in on Gahey and Eze this time round, and then we can look at the offers that come for Daniel Munoz or an Adam Wharton, or even Jean-Philippe Mateta next season.
Absolutely. I feel like
Uh,
no
well,
disrespect to Crystal Palace, but they're obviously they want to keep their club afloat and get the
Yeah,
most revenues out. So I think it's just fair play to them.
definitely. 68 million pounds. I mean, if the price had been like around 40ish, I would say that, yeah, if they are selling him, it's just because Eze does not want to play for Palace. But 68 million pounds, every party is happy, man. You can't complain about that.
Exactly.
by the way, Palace may not play. I think they are allowed to play because their owner sold his shares and all that happened. So I think
Yeah,
they're
it's
like,
fine.
as his favorite childhood club is Arsenal. What do you mean favorite? Bro, he is a
He,
part of our academy. We let him go.
he is from the
Exactly.
island.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, 3,
Oh,
2, 1, Rathod.
Magnus
Welcome, buddy.
Appiush. Yeah,
Welcome,
Magnus
buddy.
Appiush.
If you're new to the stream, welcome. I hope you're subscribed and enjoyed the rest of the stream. We have another panelist who is among us in the waiting room. I'll be Adam. Welcome, Raja. How are you, sir?
Hey, yeah, fine, man. How are you guys?
Yeah, good, good,
Good.
good.
Hi, Raja.
Raja, Ayush, Raja.
Hi, Raja.
Yeah,
How are
nice to
you?
meet you, man.
Nice to meet
Yeah,
you, bro.
fine, bro. How are you? Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. What about reports on Arteta needing a striker before Hong Kong? I think they'll be done by next week.
Will
I
be
think next
sorted.
week
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
have
yeah.
it. Yeah, next week we'll definitely have an answer. Oh my God, how many comments are there now? I'll speed run through all this and we'll get it because I think most of the comments are just a little bit sus by later. Guys, what do you think? Are bothered? Fair enough. Uh, Rando, yeah, welcome, Rando. Is it Rando? Yeah, welcome, Rando. We do need striker.
नहीं
Nahi
देखना
dekna
है
have
मसाला
a striker.
स्ट्राइकर.
Like, bruh, he's decent. Fair enough, fair enough. I know we're saying that our left wing is so bad, or the situation on the left wing is so bad that okay, if you don't
It
improve there,
affects our center
we're
forward.
finished. Because in a striking position, you put Merino and Kai Havertz, and both of them scored almost double digits in the Premier League alone. So, whereas a left wing is not as effective. That's why we said if we get like a Watkins or some project signing like Ekitike or someone like that, and we get like a solid left winger, it's definitely going to elevate the team because our
For
striking
sure.
situation not that bad because we have players who can score goals there, but we don't have anyone on the left wing to do something out of like how Saka is doing on the right. That's what you meant. I take Eze, Rodrygo, Yields, Leao, or
I mean,
who said
I
who said
mean,
Grealish?
I mean,
Grealish.
Yeah, yeah. We
Grealish
have
is there.
Veneri for that person. Is a great talent, but Veneri is great.
yeah, it
Huh.
actually makes Vaneri's
Mm,
profile redundant in that team because
mm,
if
mm,
Akliosha signed, he would probably be a right winger.
mm, Like,
Maybe.
what? I didn't understand.
Okay, his name is Magnus Akliush, right? He said Megan Akliush, something like that in
Yeah.
comments.
Okay. Then part of our shouldn't have. See, regarding this, right, there is not been any confirmed news that
Hmm.
Prasad has signed an extension. So stay tuned. It can go
Yeah.
down. People said Partey has signed his contract. He's gone. I'm happy he's gone. Finally, after 3 years of begging of him to go, he's gone. So you never know. You never know. Prasad might be actually gone. You never know. Have you guys noticed how good? Why? Okay. Yeah, most good-looking team. Fair player. Is that going to bring us
Bro,
a trophy?
Havertz Havertz is literally transforming us to Chelsea FC, man. I mean, whoever signs from Chelsea, he's like, yeah, I talked with Kai. Kai is a very good friend. I'm like, yeah, calm down, fella. Kepa
But
was going and taking his jersey and he was like, oh, 29,
uh,
29. I'm like, क्या चल रहा है यार?
the only left wing option I need to see are. Yeah. I don't think
It
Juventus
is
are
a
letting
good
go of
shot.
Yildiz.
It is a
I
good shot,
think
but
we are on
yeah,
the
not
verge of spending 300 million. You never know. In terms of whole numbers, probably, but since we are like paying in like what?
installments.
Yes, sir. Paying
Installments,
installment,
yeah.
it'll be like much lesser. That's what I think. The big surprise is Semenyo signing.
Hmm. Yeah.
He's not going to Spurs. I'm happy. Uh, please put the labels on. We will put that once we like remove this, right? So the Sucheet bhai is got okay, okay. Bayern are going for Wortman as backup of a Kane. The Dortmund गरीब है. They'll automatically throw some cash either expected in your first two library and get that boy six for hand. We've been hoping that one. Bro, I love the fact that Crystal Palace are letting go, but Crystal Palace you expect some harder. It's fine, bro. You can keep
It's
expecting. Like,
There's a release
why like
clause.
It's a release clause. You actually can't have any negotiations with that.
exactly.
The terms are
We are
Just
even the
actually
terms are
trying to
favorable,
go.
man. Even the terms are
We are trying
favorable
to
of
go
it.
below the release clause. So maybe over there, we may want to
Yeah.
have some negotiations. But if we just go with the release clause, then there I don't think there's anything to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, 19 country viewers, please, I hope you're subscribed. If you're not yet like this thing, keep liking this thing. We're trying to hit that 50 likes target at least. Okay. Yes, I am betting we are a very classic club. I do not know why we have. I heard enough being, yeah, definitely person terms agreed. Yep. Eze is getting paid less wages than
Wow.
what?
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean
I
Kamada
wasn't
Kamada
aware of
signed
this.
on a free transfer, so obviously he's paid
Yeah.
less.
Fairs, fairs.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Welcome, Surya. It's been a while since we saw you on screen, by the way. I hate me, but I prefer Yildiz over Eze.
Obviously,
Okay.
obviously he's pretty good.
Mhm.
Big
Or
Yildiz fan here.
Rodrigo. Fair enough,
Yeah,
fair enough.
true.
It's only good for FIFA would massively fail. Guys, okay, so much ball knowledge. I'm going down. Nothing like that, bro. We're all learning. You should have seen me when I started streaming for the first time. I was just
Hello,
like,
Keshav bhai.
okay, yeah. Raja needs to show his face, man. Which I told you his face. Well, this is your moment, Rajay. It is up to you. See, the fans want to know
Not
how
now,
you
not
look.
now.
Okay.
Some other day, not
You
now.
just like your bottoms. Okay. कोई साला वो केरला के बंदा huh?
What?
I didn't get it. If we want to save money, bring Mateta. If people look down on that guy so much, let him go to Manchester United. It's fine.
Ollie Watkins. Bring
Uh,
Ollie Watkins
yeah,
if that's
I
the
heard
case.
someone crushing on Parth. Look, what are these comments? What? Then Parth, next time I see Arsenal forever. Okay, huh? Krish, wouldn't it be more clever to go for Rodgers who's 22 than Eze? Okay,
The
finally we have a football in
price,
common. Good.
the
Okay.
price
See,
tag.
also, Rodgers had one good season. He has a very good breakout season. Don't get me wrong. He has a very good breakout season, right? But in terms of consistency, when compared to Rodgers, Eze has been more consistent. But for Eze standards, I still think he's not been as consistent how Olivier has been for Crystal Palace, right? That's why I think it took some time for Eze to be linked to a bigger club or for a bigger move when compared to Olivier. Rodgers for 90 million. Huh. I think they'll ask for not 90 million. I think they'll ask for like 60 million, like just 60 million or like 70 million because
No,
they
no
will.
way. Why would they? Why would they? Is their most sellable asset. And now that their PSR issues are out of the window,
Hmm,
now that they've
hmm.
just sold their women's team to themselves, come on.
Oh,
There's
fair
no
enough.
point for them to sell Rogers for lesser than 80 or 90 million. That would be the basic
Mhm,
price tag that would be commanded.
mhm. Okay, Raja, who will be listed? Is it? Okay, now we can finally talk a little bit of football before we take a few more comments, right? We'll start with Raja this time. Raja, so far the
Yeah.
conversation is that people are assuming Eze to be the midfielder to push Odegaard to do better or even push Odegaard to the bench and where Eze will start in that portion in that LCM slash cam role or something in that place, right? Do you agree with that, or do you think he'll play more as a left winger who comes more centrally, like how we want Rodrigo to come, how we want Martinelli to eventually play in that position as well? Do you guys think with that, or do you have a different opinion? Do share your insights regarding this.
I think Arsenal will change a lot next season because of more depth in every position we have. I think we'll not have set lineups every game. Depending upon the opposition type of low block or like transitional game, we'll select our midfield and attack accordingly to that. I think almost if we can achieve all the targets we've been talking about lately, like the three attacker signings, if we can do that, I think we can actually have two quality backups for every two players, two quality players in each position. So I think we people shouldn't think. I don't think Odegaard and Eze are actually related in their signings,
Yeah,
because
I agree.
Odegaard plays on the right center midfield and Eze in the left center mid. So I don't get the point where like everyone on YouTube and everywhere talking about like Eze is there to compete with Odegaard. Like that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, what are people talking about?
It
But
would make. Yeah, yeah, go on, go on.
go on.
Huh?
Yeah, go
Okay.
on.
Okay. Now that you actually mentioned that you see Eze as an LCM slash left winger and Odegaard is more on the right hand side, right? Ayush, I'll ask you this and then we'll go to Parth. Okay. Do you see a point in the team where, Eze, Odegaard, and Zubimendi would start a game?
I feel like they can coexist together, and obviously they can, but it's not like if Odegaard is not available, then Eze can't play in that
Yeah.
position. We have seen him play very well across the areas. Obviously, he spends a lot more time on the left side of the field, but if needed, he has been on the right side and he's delivered some very good creativity from there. But it's not necessarily we need him over there. Like he can operate in a free role as well.
Mhm.
So do you see the point where, Zubimendi, Eze, and Odegaard, like this is the starting
Right.
midfield with a left winger, with assuming that we get Rodrigo or Martin,
Right.
whoever the left winger. Do you see a midfield with Eze, Odegaard, and Zubimendi, or do you think that Rice and Zubimendi will start no matter what? And it could be Eze on the left
I
or
think
Odegaard.
Rice and Zubimendi for sure will start, and I think Eze probably will start on the left side of the midfield. And if we get our winger, then I don't know how Arteta is gonna build that up, but I'm pretty sure Zubimendi and Rice will start 100% for us, and
But
Rice will be in
first,
that left central midfield. Yeah, Raja, go on.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it'll be the case. I think they'll rotate a lot, even with like, yeah, Rice is key player. I can understand, but I think uh, pertaining to the game state, I think they can change a lot because
They can,
otherwise
but
this
I
AJ
think
signing and a left wing signing doesn't make sense, basically.
The Rice is more of
I
a
think two
box to
players
box
in the
midfielder, whereas
Yeah, but
Zubimendi will stay as a number 6.
yeah, true. But when you play against low blocks, I think there's no need. There won't be a requirement to run that much. So I
Yeah.
think in that instance, like we need players in pockets where who can like receive the ball and turn, uh, face the goal and just run at players. I don't think Declan Rice does that in some
Yeah,
cases. So yeah, I mean, Eze is just a beautiful option to have. I'm really excited to
Uh,
see him play for Arsenal.
Absolutely, Eze is a brilliant
completely.
option to have.
I completely agree with Raja's points
Wait, wait,
when he
part,
talks about.
part one second,
Yeah,
part one second, one second, because there are people who's asking you a specific question, so that will be best to like cover both of them at the same time. Just give me a second. As they could replace Odegaard at 10, we could play double pivot as well. Palace play, he played as a floating number 10. Huh, that's what. So floating as a number 10 is different from
Exactly.
playing on the right hand side where his best is coming from the left hand side, right? That's what we're trying to understand on where he
yeah.
could potentially play. That's what we're trying to do. I don't get why we sign players for positions that's their secondary. Like I think Kai Havertz plays striker as if a left wing. Dude, you got the cash, just get an established player. Why not? Okay. Board. Let's stick with the board. Okay. I don't
I
think it's
just
always
I'll
yeah.
just answer that question with a single word: versatility.
Yes.
Simple,
Mm, mm.
simple.
Spaceship apparently asked you. Today I asked Parth on how both Eze and Odegaard could coexist in
Definitely.
formation. Is there a dual? No number,
Number 10.
no a
Number
dual
10
number than
is
realistic. Go ahead, go ahead.
it all depends on how Arteta looks at certain game states, because currently, when it comes to us facing low blocks, it's either Odegaard getting subbed off, Vaneri getting subbed on for Odegaard, and Rice continues to play in that left centre mid position, which we can clearly see that he is not capable enough to do that in small spaces. When the game stretched, Rice as the LCM works perfectly well because of his abilities to track back, to cover ground with ease, and to utilize his running power. But when it comes to facing low blocks and beating the defense or the block that is set, you definitely need players who can provide central progression and who are very good in tight spaces and natural attackers. Because low blocks is a situation that would arise only in the second half of games. Teams won't set like that for the entirety of the game. They would first try and attack, and if things are not looking good for Arsenal when it comes to goal scoring, we can definitely switch our team up to have Eze playing in the pockets with Rodrygo occupying the left wing. And even if need be, Rodrygo can actually play as a second striker. Odegaard can get subbed off. We actually have a lot of patterns when it comes to attacks just because of signing both of them. That is why I feel it's after a point, it's just about improving the squad to a level that it can adapt to any kind of game state that it is in. And that is exactly why City over the years has been this successful. Because if you look at City only had two guaranteed starters, and they were Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri. Other than that, there was no player who could, who I could put my hand on and say that, yeah, he's irreplaceable in that team. That is how a team is built. That is how profiles are looked at. And that is exactly what Arteta is trying to do.
Fair enough. Uh,
To add
I
to
agree.
that,
Yes, understand. Yeah, go ahead.
I feel that Odegaard, since he's more is a left-footed player, we prefer to play him on the
Yeah.
RCM. So if Odegaard is not playing, then obviously Eze can play as an LCM and Rice can go to the RCM position. So that can obviously happen. It's just because Odegaard is more comfortable playing in that position he plays. In the end of the day, he's a central attacking midfielder who's
Yeah.
comfortable to play from the right. So
Right.
if
Yeah.
Eze comes in, he is going to be comfortable playing from the left. So we can then put Rice on the RCM position, and Eze can play as a LCM, and then
Good
Zubimendi
show.
can play as a pivot.
Good.
So obviously that is going to work
That's
if
a good
Odegaard
show.
is not in the game. Yeah.
One small
Also,
thing, transfer update. Fabrizio on Instagram and Doc on Twitter, both of them say that Christian Mosquera rejected a new deal at Valencia and he wants Arsenal. Despite proposal from Valencia, Mosquera
Yeah.
decides to wait for Arsenal as personal terms have been agreed days ago. The contract is ready, while the contract between the club is yet to be made. I think so. Yeah, it will yet to be made, and yeah, they're making sure the agreement can be reached as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Hmm. Mosquera for
Valencia is
like
expecting
bound
20.
to happen.
18 million pounds. Valencia are expecting for him. I think our
Oh,
14
oh,
million bid got rejected, and they're holding
Yeah,
out for 18 million pounds right now. So I think we can get that over the line
18
pretty soon.
million pounds is more or less like 20-21 million euros. So yeah, that's the fee that's being quoted.
Right.
right,
Yes.
right, right. Uh,
Also,
True.
one thing I would like to point out about our attacking midfield is that Odegaard is left-footed. His so-called replacement, Vaneri, is left-footed. Max Dauman, who's rising through the ranks, is left-footed. We actually don't have a right-footed creator in our team. Fabio
Exactly.
Vieira is left-footed. If you want to consider that player, if you want to.
We're not talking about Fabio Vieira, bro. But that,
We've known,
hmm.
we've
Go ahead, go ahead.
seen most of our attacks go from the right because Odegaard is playing over there.
Yeah,
So we need someone on the left who can hold that left flank together as
Arsenal
well.
Arsenal is basically balancing the right hand side to the left hand side right now.
Exactly.
Because
Right.
right hand side has been sorted for like 2 seasons and the players have continuously improved. When it comes to the left hand side, the LCM position has not been defined and the left winger has reached a ceiling. So it's definitely it makes sense to upgrade a team to create a balance. That is exactly what we are trying to do.
Yeah,
We'll take a
the
few
summer of
comments and we'll give.
upgrading left side. Yeah.
Hmm. Raja will come back. My bad, my bad. Too many comments. The first time I'm facing these many comments, so let's take it. Cruz, why are Arsenal fans talking about Rodrygo? Clubs like Arsenal, Spurs that can't even take. Okay, so there is a certain midfielder, right? I forgot the name. I think you guys can help me with this. Was it? It starts with an O though. This place, but it's a Turkish heritage also. Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
why are we
Odegaard.
even now? Why are we even
Ozil.
considering that player's name, man? The
Yeah,
example
yeah,
is right in front of us. Mr. Martin
yeah.
Zubimendi.
Yeah. I thought a certain knock from Zubimendi would be the reason why he's there. Or maybe like in MLS
Come on,
to play
man.
in a left back situation. Or like maybe if you wanted a French defender, you might as well get Konate. Um, I mean, you never know, right? Like, how do we talk about this, Mr. Cruz? Like, see, we can provide Rodrigo the position that he is preferred to play at. We can provide him the situation that he wants to be at. We can give him all the love and affection that he deserves. We can definitely do a lot more for him than what you guys are doing for him. That's all we're missing. But obviously, uh, moving away from a place is something I do not know how far it's true, but a common thing that we've seen for a South American player to move away from their club they've been invested a lot of time. This has happened with Torreira. This has happened with Sanchez. This has happened with this is happening right now with Rodrigo because Sanchez for almost 3-4 years he's been disrespected at Barca because whenever he's been doing well they got in a Pedro, they got in Neymar. Once Neymar came and then Sanchez was like, chuck it. I'm leaving from here. He came to Arsenal and that's his history. Torreira. Um, Unfortunately, he lost his mother, and hence why he's being homesick and all that happened. So we're assuming that we can try and lure him away from Brazil for all the right reasons and show him that okay, this is a project that he deserves to be at and where he can elevate his game and probably push Vinicius from the left wing position, who we think Rodrigo is very good at and could potentially do well even for Brazil as a whole because that could definitely help Brazil's lack of work rate in that team. So that's what we think. You
It, it
never know.
might
You never
be
know.
it might be unpopular, but I rate Rodrigo higher than Vinicius.
Same, same. Ayush, what about you?
I obviously rate Vinicius higher, but I think we have not seen a lot of Rodrigo from the left wing ever since Mbappe and Vinicius came. So I think it'll be very refreshing to see Rodrigo playing in his favorite position.
He's
Okay.
got Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, man. Chelsea fan, yeah, man, yeah, yeah.
The moment he hit Cruz, right, that it.
It's fierce.
When was the last time? Abhi, who wants to play? I'm glad we're not playing. I'm glad we're not playing, bro. I mean, trust me, I'm glad we're not playing. Bullshit. But yeah, oh God. For a second, you had me. You almost, you almost got it. I mean, he scored with not taking every because Odegaard is playing, and how can they both fit doesn't make sense. Quality is always the priority, but we need quantity as well.
I
Uh,
agree.
this brings me to the question, right? Okay, we'll still stick to the Eze kind of thing. Since because we're bringing a Rodrigo and or Eze, do you think Arsenal need to sell their attackers to fund this? Because always you will be complaining about lack of attackers by the time we come to December and beyond, right? Do you think it is right to sell a Martinelli or a Jesus or a Trossard? Yeah, I know Jesus, his time at Arsenal is probably done because of his ACL injuries and all that. But how about keep him till the end of season and then let him go? Or maybe in January, if you think that okay, he's a surplus and we can cope up without him, then we can sell him. Do you guys, what do you guys think about the entire situation? We'll start with Raja. Raja, what do you think?
I think Jesus should be ready for the start of the season. He's been posting all the videos and stuff. When did he get ACL surgery? I think he should be ready by September, October time,
He
probably.
had it, yeah, yeah. He had it in January, right? Yeah, it's been 6 months. Yeah.
Yeah, around
Yeah, he
eight to
just
9 months
posted
is
a video
usual
yesterday.
ACL recovery.
Not January, not January. I think it was in December because he scored. What is that? Good Friday or something, and that day he scored. I remember
अरे
all that.
नहीं 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 अरे it was in the United game, right? United game happened in January. Yeah.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Do you agree with this, or do you
He
think we
just
should just cut
he
him and
just
just sell?
posted a. I think he posted a video that his
Hmm.
road to recovery has been like it's been like 5 or 6 months right now for him, and I think he will be on the market to be sold from us, and I think it's better that we can sell him because he's had some major injuries for us, and ever since he got that first injury and he came back, he was never the same. His pace had reduced tremendously, and obviously he had that injury on his head a lot while playing for us. So I think it's better to like we to for us to sell him. And obviously getting a new attacker, Gyökeres or Sesko, whoever we end up with, I think it's gonna be good for us.
Yeah, okay. My point was regarding that selling a player thing. Uh, we can sell Jesus in January, but I think he has to play a bit
Yeah.
before that to showcase future employees that yeah he's ready to play. But uh, when it comes to selling Martinelli, right? I would do it if Al Nasser will pay around like 70-80 million, like sell it, bro.
Absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Someone
it will
from
help
Saudi has
us.
to.
Yeah, I'd much rather prefer selling Trossard, but like if we are getting 70-80 million because of the situation with Al Nassr, they are looking at Luis Diaz, but like Liverpool are kind of reluctant at the moment, and even like for Al Nassr as well, like Martinelli represents better value. He's just 24, so
Yeah.
But I don't
fingers
think
crossed.
Martinelli
Let's
would
see.
want to go
That
right now in
depends
his
on him.
career.
Yeah, there are many things. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I think
perfect move
Trossard will
for
more
him.
likely want to go to Saudi,
Yeah.
and I think we can bag a good 30-40 million for him.
30.
But I don't think
They
Martinelli will.
even last summer they offered around like 30, 35 or 25 to
Right,
30. So they won't offer more than that.
right.
When it comes to
30 million.
Martinelli, Bayern Munich is one destination that would help him grow definitely. And
Right,
Bayern literally needs a left winger. Serge Gnabry can't play. Kingsley Coman, he's as good as gone. Leroy Sané, yeah, he plays on the right, but he's gone as well. And Luis Diaz ain't coming. So there's actually not many players that they can look at for left wingers. And even Barcola is not leaving. That leaves Rafael Leao and Martinelli, and I'm pretty sure that Martinelli would be a better value for money signing.
Oh,
70,
Bayern are
80
really
million for
desperate right now,
70, man.
and people are not
yeah, yeah.
coming to Bayern. I don't know what's going on with them. They can't land
Who
their
wants to be
players right now.
managed by company, man? Come on.
Yeah,
That, but I think they're stuck with many big contracts. Like they are paying
Mhm.
about 300K for like 6 or 7 players. They're ridiculous
Yeah,
contracts. They're finding it hard to get rid of them. But also, when you think about it, like Martinelli makes a lot of sense for Bayern because
perfect.
they can platform him much better than us. when you can see like they have Musiala who can occupy that like left half space, and then they have
Mhm.
Alfonso Davies who is like really
Yeah.
he's one of the best left backs in the game. They can afford to make Martinelli come inside, play as an inside forward, and with Kane linking up play, I think Martinelli would be a fantastic choice for Bayern when you think
He
about
will
it.
definitely thrive in Bayern. That is a
Wow.
absolutely
The
brilliant
Kane
point.
factor is something I didn't take into consideration. That is such a good point.
Yeah.
Ma-
Uh,
Literally, every party is happy, man. Martinelli for 70, 80 odd million. Take him, please.
What is the
I'll
contract
see.
situation with Gabriel Jesus right now? Can someone tell that?
Might
How
be
many years
Okay,
has he left?
okay, you guys search for that. I'll try to speed on through a few comments.
yeah.
Tell everything.
What
Please.
was what was the question once again?
Gabriel Jesus's current contract. What is the
Oh,
thing on that?
year or money? I think he's on 260K per week.
And
No,
It
how
I'm
was
many
like
sorry.
years is left on his contract?
2022, no? It was for 5 years, so it
Two
will
more years.
expire
2 more years on the contract.
27.
2 more
Yeah,
years on
27.
his contract left. Okay. So this is
Money,
the year we have to
not
sell
not
him.
not so. No. Oh wait,
We need to sell
Jesus.
him.
My
Yeah.
bad. Yeah. Yeah. Yash says for the sake of versatility, Arteta trying to do a lot and just turns into a doctor screen on the line.
Nah,
We get a player and pick. See, in a way, I agree. We do need specialists in few positions. I completely agree. But it's like a 50-50 situation, you know? Like,
specialists, no, I completely disagree with this because specialists are needed in a team that
mm,
is rigid when it comes to positions. At Arsenal, every player can occupy every position that there is to be occupied on the football field. You see Rice function as the striker, you see Rice function as the DM, you see Rice function as the left winger. And you can't sign a Zubimendi in place of Rice and be like, okay, Zubimendi would do all these kind of things. That is just not how we function. And when it comes to the likes of PSG is touted to be one of the most attacking teams in the world with one of the best midfields. They do not have a defined CDM. Don't won't you say that they need a specialist CDM in that team to function? No, it's just because of the rotations that are generated on the football field that it becomes a point that you don't need to ponder over, and that is exactly what Arsenal is.
I'm with Eze. I'm with signing Eze. It's like getting your distant cousin back in. Fair enough. Uh, Guys, a lot of football discipline just get a seventh left back and play and underdogs. Oh man. Big Fabio Vera who nutmeg Messi give him the arm and they Eze is double footed, no. He left foot?
Predominantly right-footed, he ain't double-footed.
Uh, uh,
His
uh,
left is a bit weak.
But
Sign
his left
Eze.
foot is very good.
Okay, okay. Sign Eze and not a new left winger because Rodrygo won't be available 50 season. His deal takes a long time to do considering medals still are in the Club World Cup. Yep. Juventus, man, they had one job, but yeah, it is what it is.
Mhm.
Moment, nothing, just glory.
अरे अरे
Okay,
ठीक है ठीक
okay,
है
what even? Cool, cool. Squad depth is already being worked on. I see every win
कौन सा
as win now signing because of the concept.
कौन सा है सो
Okay. Jesus' legs have suffered enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
हाँ
I think Arsenal should, okay, true, same.
भाई
And forget everything else. Not forget everything else. Definitely not forget everything because
हाँ
we've done forget everything else for a while. We do need to see the domestic front a lot more whole India. 35 million should be all over for the Brazilian win that.
Brazilian
Wow, okay. Prasad got his max valuation from Al Etihad
yeah
previous video for
yeah
yes, no, yeah, yep. How do you sell Tomiyasu? I get
हाँ
personal problems, health, but what about thank you? Yeah.
I mean
Luke asks, guys, just a question. How much do you guys think we can get for Sam? And do you think we can?
Thomas Part is
Wait,
done. He's a free. He's gone.
Thomas
he
Partey is a
left on
free.
a
He's
free
gone. He's absolutely gone. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, that's done. Uh, and do you think we should get a backup for Cam because Odegaard has been way inconsistent? I think what? No, people are assuming that Eze will be in that position slash slash left wing. So that's what we've been like, thinking about, and that's what we've been talking about. Looking at the starting 5 games, many players who will be ready before the season starts. Rodrygo is like the last minute. Agreed. Agreed.
That is where SJ basically hedges us till the time Rodrigo is signed. If Rodrigo
Mm,
is to be signed, because SJ
Right.
can
mm,
be wrapped up before the start of the season. I'm pretty sure if we want to do it.
mm. I love Arsenal. Yeah, we all do, man. We all do. Maybe bro on something, man. Something.
Uh, he is.
Jason, welcome, Vivek, bro. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. My predictions for next season: first Liverpool, second Chelsea, fourth Newcastle. Areva. So you're saying that United will finish top half? That's
He's
crazy,
right.
right?
He's right. He's right. We don't even need to justify it. He's right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes. Buying me brothers Martinelli is that, but I'm not going to do that to my family club. I prefer Leo over Ronaldinho.
In
What?
airport security.
And someone of okay, but buying versus Luis Diaz.
They aren't.
Ooh.
They
But Luis
Liverpool
Diaz
ain't
is
selling.
not going.
Mm,
I don't think
mm,
that's gonna
mm, mm.
happen.
Yep, yep.
Come on, Luis
Uh,
Diaz for
mm,
about 100 million when Martinelli is available for 70. Come on.
mm, mm. Javi
Arteta's
Simmons, you
not
link
letting anyone go before we sign a couple of players
Yeah,
in that position
that is how it
for
should.
for
for
sure.
sure, for sure.
For sure.
Ezra
Yeah.
Simmons. Ooh. Who do you guys prefer in this?
As a man, he's Premier League proven, and obviously he'll be crazy for us.
Simple
So
answer.
there's no
Simple
doubt.
answer.
Mm.
Premier League proven is a thing
Simple
in the
answer.
Premier League.
Right? It
Rather, do
might
you agree?
sound it might sound cliche, man, but it is what it is. Having players who have played in the Premier League over the
Mm,
years is a very important factor before we sign
mm,
any player, man.
mm.
That, and
Yep.
also I think AJ's skill set is more required for us than Simons. Simons is just like
Yeah.
he's not as unpredictable as AJ, and
Mm,
he's just like straightforward, progressive passer.
mm,
But I don't think he'll
mm.
improve that us that much or gives us that X factor.
And as a off the ball gives us a lot
Yeah.
as well. That's what Arteta
Simons is
likes.
good. Simons is also good.
Definitely,
Like
yeah, yeah.
not much difference in between them in that regard, but on the ball, I think AJ is different class.
And I would here like to compare a player who I feel resembles Eze a lot, or shall I say, it is, in my opinion, Bukayo Saka is the player who basically is a very similar type of player to someone like an Eberechi Eze because of his robustness, because of his physicality, the way he carries the ball. You might feel that Eze ain't quick enough or Saka ain't quick enough, but they've got the deceptive speed on them. And most importantly, it's just the IQ, the usage of the mind to uh, make uh, make moments out of nothing, and that is what Saka has been doing all these years for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka is not the most flashy player in the world. Bukayo Saka just is effective, and that is what Eberechi is. You might feel that his actions are a bit, haywire here and there, but they are productive, and that is what matters to me, and that is why I rate Eze in close proximity to somebody like a Bukayo Saka.
Also, people forget that he plays for Crystal Palace. I mean, they don't have very good players around him. At Arsenal, like he'll have much better system around him and also much better
For sure.
players. So I think he'll look much better than what he does already at Crystal Palace. I think the translation would be perfect, and I'm fully on board with this signing. Yeah, and also Highlander.
The compilation that will drop the moment here before some insane thing happen, right? Bring it. I will take it. I'll definitely take it. Uh, see what I spoke. I spoke to him for 30 seconds and he was the one at it. Bro. Go.
No, I'm not even lying, man. I can't digest a Marcus Rashford to Arsenal. The only player I can't digest. I'll name him on stream again. Alejandro Garnacho, if he comes anywhere near my football club. If he comes anywhere near my football club, man.
You tell me you tell me who mentioned Garnacho. Nobody mentioned Garnacho. Chill,
Stay
bro.
away. Stay away.
Uh, Gave me a proper Arsenal fan his second. Yep. I delivered KV some of his. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Vivek by my God. Art chat could take night, bro. Trust me. Even I'm surprised what the hell is happening. But yeah, 25 concurrent viewers. Probably it's been a long time since we had such concurrent viewers. Without collaborating with other YouTubers as well. They're really great. Thank you so much for building this community.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love doing this, and this is what we love to do. We'll take a few more comments and we'll just have a few more talking points and then we'll go to the next section that I think is like strict, but we just have to talk about it because it is what it is. Liverpool won't sign Diaz for anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
As they who get Javi Simmons, he's so good and could actually play left wing and cam top guy. Hmm.
Xavi Simmons
Uh,
would be more expensive than Eberechi Eze, and Eberechi Eze can function in the same positions.
mm-hmm. Leon asked me 60. They are?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. I thought since Leon has been relegated to the second division in their thing, I thought they'll be for cut price, but okay. Hmm.
I think it's reversible. I don't think they'll be
Hmm.
relegated. It's
Hmm.
just
They can
something their
complete
French
the
auditor
business.
just
Hmm.
provisionally relegated them. I think they can win the court case and come back.
Hmm. Okay. Simmons is younger and more creative. See, Eddie has a lot of experience when compared to Simmons, and Simmons has been jumping between club left, right, and center.
Correct.
Don't get me started. I lost my shit like I think 3 to 4 seasons. No, not now. I lost my shit back in June itself. I'm like, how is this guy moving club every 1 or every 2 seasons? And literally, the 24-25 season winter window is when he moved back to Leipzig, right? And then again, he's on the market for 70 or 80 million. Like, I'm not buying such a player who keep jumping between clubs just randomly every other season. That's me. That is me. You
Eze
guys could
is
decide.
the most Eze is the most ready-made Arsenal transfer ever, man. I mean, there are
Exactly.
literally no issues for him to come to us. No issues.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He will
Sang,
perfectly fit in our squad. So
mm,
I
Sang,
absolutely
Sang,
agree with you, Parth.
Sangeet, welcome to stream. I think we're first time you're on our stream, buddy. Welcome. For me, Rodrigo for 90 minutes too much watching his previous.
Uh,
Okay,
nah.
okay.
If you actually watched his previous performance, he was one of
Mm,
Madrid's better players. I mean, the last time he
mm,
actually played or started a game, the
mm,
game they
mm,
drew against Al Hilal, they drew against Al Hilal was platformed
mm,
horribly and still managed to get an assist.
Or if you
mm.
look at the stats of Rodrigo starting from his favorite position, I think that will
Yeah,
answer
Yeah,
the question as well.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I'm telling you, dealing with Real for Rodrigo is way too difficult. They'll be demanding the highest fee possible, and we'll try to bring it on. It's
go to
I think
Bayern.
I think
fine.
people are missing the point. I mean, Real Madrid are tanking his value on their own by benching him for all these games.
Exactly.
Mm, mm,
Yeah,
Real would
mm,
have literally no leverage because from the reports I've been hearing from the Spanish journalists, it's that
mm,
Xabi Alonso wants to sign a midfielder, and a midfielder can only be signed if they sanction an exit. And
mm,
the most
mm,
likely
Also,
exit for them, which will fetch them a lot of money, is Rodrigo. And
mm,
the way Real functions, Real won't keep a player that doesn't want to be there. As simple as that.
yeah, and also like Real Madrid don't function like clubs like Brighton who just penny pinch for like
Yeah,
5 million, 10 million. Real Madrid
mm.
have their valuation, and once that's set,
it's
and
not,
if you
yeah,
meet the valuation, they just let him go.
definitely.
They just run differently, man. Like best club in the world for a reason.
Uh, I think you bring serious question, we take it now. We saying some things on like, nah, bro, this is something. Noni Madueke. Okay, we'll come to this. We'll definitely come to this.
Yes, sure.
Sucheet by Arsenal, hey, Hamara club. Here we go. We
There
only get
you
fair enough. Now, Pedro, my agent mentioned, nice, good comment.
Rage mate. Nice, nice,
No,
nice.
I respect this comment. I
Just
genuinely respect
search
this comment.
Joao Pedro 15 on Google, man.
Uh,
Carrying on. Carrying on. Carrying on.
I think Eze आएगा, Rodrigo Madrid नहीं
छोड़ेगा
जाएगा
छोड़ेगा
deadline
छोड़ेगा छोड़ेगा छोड़ेगा
छोड़ेगा deadline पे Rashford. Bro, if Rashford comes now, I'm quitting. I'll
I take him,
cancel.
man. I take him. I
Yeah,
take him.
yeah. Okay. Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs, United don't want good for
Not,
us. Why to
not,
pretend we care for them?
not
Huh?
What?
I
What's
don't
the
know.
context, bro?
Hmm. What do you mean? I will take Garnacho over Eze?
Huh?
What is this?
Everywhere. Okay, huh? Get ready.
Ready
Oh,
to.
yes. Welcome, yes. What do you think about the recent, how do you say, recent moves from Arsenal? You've been very critical about Arteta, the board and everything, right? What do you think about the entire situation right now? That is July here. A way to turn black money into white money? What's that?
Man, don't, man, don't.
I didn't get it. Rodrygo is getting respect. Yeah, he's quality. Exactly. He's quality. That's why we want him at left wing. Okay, in case I'm not taking account, but I'm not. I'm generally not. Get ready for Zubimendi and Noni Madueke deadline day fight. What is wrong with? Do people not realize how good Zubimendi is? See, we can get in an attacker, we can get in all, but I think Zubimendi is probably one of the best signings that Arsenal have done in recent times. I don't think people are really able to understand like, all of this. Okay, time
I
will tell.
think
Time will
I think people will see like how much he
Wait
brings,
on
what he
tell.
us.
brings to us.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't think people are seeing the potential that Zubimendi is gonna bring to our squad.
Exactly, exactly. I want Sesko hold Arsenal shot before going, bro, same. I think this weekend or maybe next week is when we'll assume we'll get some news with them. Yeah. Yeah. Bayern has financial issues. They're operating on projected or financial losses. Even Bayern Munich cannot spend careless on fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah,
Good bro, looking at my club, Chelsea.
Arey.
I was
Yeah,
always Sesko guy, but अभी ये लगा है he's too wrong and we need to win now. Trust me,
Mm,
bro. He will win you the Premier League. No, but just for how he's right now. Don't take the number that he has put out last season because last season he's played a different role when compared to how he was played last season. So
previous.
I'm not saying that I've watched a lot of him. I'm just saying I've noticed a lot of him. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, why do you guys want Garnacho? I'm not
Huh?
taking this from it.
What?
he's trolling
Uh,
at this point.
Welcome, Vipra.
I
Welcome,
think he's
welcome. How are you?
definitely trolling, man.
Mm-hmm. Vese, I never asked you guys. You all are Cisco trainer. They're still trying to join. No, 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 no. I see. Okay, huh. This is a nice way to like, pivot into the next segment. Uh, Yash, um, it's nice talking to you. I hope you have enjoyed. But before we
Yash?
wrap up this, Yash, my bad, buddy. Ayush,
Ayush.
Ayush. Oh, you, God. I'm
it's
really
okay.
sorry. I'm really
It's okay.
sorry. Why am I saying Yash? Ayush.
Yeah,
Before we wrap up this segment, right? Two questions. Jokeris or Sesko, who would you rather have?
I think Sesko. He's
Hmm.
young, he's tall, and mostly Arteta wants him, so he definitely has plans for him.
I'm asking you, who do you want? Don't tell me what board want. Don't tell me what Arsenal want. Don't tell me what Arteta want. I'm asking you, who would you prefer?
I'll prefer Sesko because
Hmm.
the way we play right now,
Hmm.
uh, I think Sesko would fit in perfectly with us,
Yeah.
and uh, and he also tends to operate a lot from the left wing and the striker position. So I
Hmm.
think he gives us both of those options going
Hmm.
forward. So I think like yeah, Sesko is gonna be much better for, and obviously Gyökeres has a good 2 seasons on him. So I think from that perspective, if you are looking, then Sesko is gonna be a better bet. So
Uh-huh.
for the next 5 or 6 years. But
Do,
who do
do
you
you think
prefer?
all
Who
of
do
us
you prefer?
unanimously, I mean, at least me and Raja unanimously for a long time, you preferred Sesko. Parth,
Okay.
how would you answer that for yourself? I don't think
I've been
anything.
answering that. I've been answering this question all through the last 2 months. I love Sesko, but I don't hate Gyökeres. Simple. Even if
Mm-hmm.
Gyökeres comes,
Gyo-
he won't face issues at Arsenal. He'll still score goals.
Gyökeres is a bagsman, so obviously he will
He'll
score a
still
ton
score
of goals.
goals.
So I
Mm-hmm.
don't think there's any
I
doubt
want.
in how many goals is going to score.
I think if Gyökeres, like if you sign him, you'll see more of Havertz in general. Uh,
Yeah.
for him for his stay. But
Huh,
if you
I
get
agree. I
Sesko,
agree
you'll
with
see
this.
more of Sesko in most games. Yeah, that's the main
Good,
difference I'd say.
good point. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what? The conversation is doing well, right? Ayush, do you have the free time to like continue for maybe approximately another 45 minutes? If so, you can stay with us and we can. we can like continue this conversation.
Yeah,
Or
sure,
do
sure.
you,
I'll have to stay.
I
I'll have
mean,
to stay.
yeah, okay. Like, we're not forcing it. That is only for if you're
Yeah, yeah,
comfortable.
it's
Because
fine.
I
It's
already
fine.
somewhat disrespected you by calling you the wrong name. I'm just really sorry. I'm going to push it.
It's chill, man. It's chill. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want that Ozil kind of signing. That would be Rodrygo, I'm assuming. If not him, I don't know.
Has to be.
United moving also Watkins. I saw that Mateta also they've been linked with. Chelsea is the only Premier League club, not just the pride of London, but the pride of England. Congratulations, bro.
Is the
Deadline
Bueno
day.
deal happening for United?
Who?
Which deal?
Bueno, the
What?
Brentford left
Embuemo,
wing.
When was he linked?
Embuemo.
Mbuemo.
Hey,
Embuemo.
Embuemo.
अच्छा, Embuemo.
Yeah.
मैं बोला
Hmm.
Bueno? What?
Apparently, Brentford are asking 65 million and above, which is insane in my opinion.
Because that has stalled right now, right?
Hmm.
I think
It
he's
has, it
close.
has.
It will happen
But
this week.
he'd eventually
Hmm.
join United. So
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Deadline day pay Rashford
you
9.
know, I hate it.
It's a real question. See, Garnacho.
Why do you want Garnacho? Like, give me a reason.
And I'll just explain it in very simple terms.
Let me try this time, right? Actually, you know what, Ayush, do you have an opinion regarding this or like bluntly, hell no?
I don't think Garnacho is getting anywhere near Arsenal because the one thing that we look in a player before signing is the character of the player, and Garnacho does not fit
No.
into
Hmm.
it at all. So that
Yeah.
just goes out.
Perfect. What is he
No
doing?
One
matter
second.
how
One,
good
one
he
second.
is, I don't think he's gonna come because
Yeah. And to
it's a
answer
straight
the
reject.
Garnacho, why won't you want to take Garnacho at Arsenal? The answer is pretty simple. At Arsenal, the left wing is an issue. Martinelli is way too limited in his operations, and Garnacho would be a cut copy paste of Gabriel Martinelli on the left wing. He has
Hmm.
the same limitations. All he can do is run. He can't dribble. He does not have
Hmm.
the IQ to make a good
Hmm.
pass. He cannot shoot the ball well. He's way too inconsistent. And to add
Hmm.
to that, he's got attitude issues, which Martinelli
Hmm.
doesn't have. So
Hmm.
Garnacho, even if there was no left winger on planet Earth, I still wouldn't pick Garnacho.
Hmm. Hmm. And
Garnacho at
also,
Arsenal
hmm.
reduces Arsenal's level
and also the
drastically.
fact that he has a younger brother who keeps spewing
Okay,
rubbish on
okay,
social
oof,
media
gadha.
is not what Arsenal
That
Auto
needs,
doesn't
right?
help
Garnacho,
at all.
man.
Yeah. Simple. That is
I
my thing.
there are
You remove.
there are
Hmm.
there are only a few players that trigger me. All right, and this
Yeah.
guy is one of them.
Hmm. 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 Yeah. I will speed run and we'll go to the next one.
He-
I've seen
yeah.
Sesko Harry losing the ball bro. I know you guys love, bro. We love all the Arsenal fans. You might have a different opinion. It doesn't mean that we hate you. Just that we do not, sorry, we disagree with your opinions. Omnipresent I am. How can I get that black jersey? Does anyone reach out to me or Parth, or actually reach out to Ayush on socials? We do not
Aarush,
want to discuss where. No, Ayush, because
Yeah.
Ayush is the one who's wearing a black jersey, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah, reach out to him. I'll definitely add his socials in the description. If not, if you want to let people know where they can reach out to you.
Yeah. Sure.
uh,
Okay. Wait. I'll have to connect it to my YouTube. I'm just typing it on the private chat. You can post it back.
Uh-huh,
yeah.
definitely. He's on. Yeah, यहाँ भी अकेले ही गया या Christ. Fair enough. Yeah. I'll definitely link Ayush's socials in the description, so do check it out. Or you can reach out to anyone of us. We can definitely let you know where you can buy a certain jerseys and all that. New on channel, which is bigger, Chelsea.
I mean,
Which do you?
if you look at
Even
the
Timo Werner
trophies,
played well
Chelsea
before
is,
joining
but
Chelsea. Hmm.
yeah.
I get why people are scared regarding Sesko because of this one. Timo Werner has played well at
Nah,
Leipzig,
man,
but
nah, 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 nah,
hmm,
nah,
hmm,
nah, 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 nah,
hmm,
A
nah.
lot of
yep,
people
yep.
were saying that Mudrik, even though even though we were in for him, he went to Chelsea and then he flopped over there. So a lot of people are saying that Sesko could do the same. But I think
Mm-hmm.
it's a very, very different signing
If
from
Arteta is
Sucheet.
targeting a player, he isn't a dumb manager to,
Oh,
want an attacker for over the last 2 years. He definitely
mm,
knows what he wants to do with him. And Benjamin Sesko is a physical specimen, man. He's good. He's good. He's not a
He
mm,
is
bum.
good. He is definitely good.
Come on, man. He's not a pace merchant, man. Timo Werner was a pace merchant when he was at Leipzig.
mm. Joker is one trick pony. Fair enough. If you
Arey,
can, Madueke, no way, our window is good. Get me SJ and striker. Give me them pre-season only. Then I'll. Fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, Elbow, not Arsenal, definitely. Yeah. A deal will be done as but yeah. True.
I
True.
mean, yeah, there's literally no competition for Mbo. He's rejected almost every club, and he explicitly wants to
Mm,
join United. So it would happen.
mm.
It would eventually happen.
जैसे Jokeris के साथ talks are advancing. It's,
I, oh,
it's chill. It's chill.
as long as it's not
Man,
as it's
yeah.
not Ornstein or Fabrizio tweeting about Gyökeres,
Or
don't
kind of Arsenal.
and hand off Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sesko 75 million, Rodrygo 90, Eze 80, Zubimendi 65, Norgard, Mosquera Chiapa 35. How they're spending 340? Go installments may hai. Ah, no. Because it's installments, I think that is how we are able to spend that much. That's all I
Kepa
can tell
30.
you.
Achha, okay. Norgard,
I
Mosquera,
mean,
and Kepa.
Norgard, yeah,
35.
exactly.
Zubimendi.
Garnacho Burnley या लीड्स के लिए perfect
Not even lying, man. I'm not even lying. Not even lying. Yes, fact
लोग
news.
on the character man, as they have not
What?
proven the highest level. Okay, see, simple. Okay, let's not dwell too much about it. Vitinha. Vitinha was struggling to get into the goal spot. He went and
Oh my.
won the club. He went and won the UCL. So sometimes the team may not be good. The quality of the player will be good. Konya for United, Konya for Wolves were too good. He made the move to United. Let's see how it does. Uh, Mane for Southampton. He went to Liverpool, won the UCL and the league. Van Dijk, Southampton said he went to Liverpool, right? So it
Yeah.
does, just because the
Bro,
player
Eze
quality is
has
good,
won the FA Cup with Crystal Palace, bro.
yeah,
That's it.
again Man City. So see, just because
What are
you're
we
not playing at
talking
a
about?
good club doesn't mean that they're not a good player, right? The quality matters a lot.
You could have
I
said the same thing about Declan Rice 2 seasons ago, and
Oh,
look at
good
what he has
shout.
done against
Yeah.
Real Madrid. That
Yeah.
is
oh, fair
just
enough, fair enough.
absolutely stupid.
I
If
cannot even.
if a
I can.
footballer is good, he is good. It does not matter the team he's playing in or the competition he's playing in.
Mm,
Trust
Exactly.
I'm in disbelief. Garnacho has fans like this man. Even United manager.
You're signing Sesko. Where do you guys think Jokic will end up? Chelsea?
me.
He might
United.
go Chelsea. I don't think
United.
United would
Chelsea
want him
won't.
after how much he has.
Chelsea will be the most idiotic club on earth if they sign Gyökeres. The
Hmm,
Gyökeres signing becomes redundant after they've signed Liam Delap. It makes
hmm,
no sense to sign Gyökeres.
Bro, but
hmm,
They have
Chelsea are famous to do
Wow.
senseless signings.
I mean,
They
it
would
does
like to
not
buy
even add up.
everything.
They have Joao Pedro, they have Nicholas Jackson, they have Liam Delap. All three are different kind of center forwards, and they have
Yeah.
literally covered all the bases they could have with a striker.
hmm, hmm,
Gyökeres ain't going to Chelsea.
hmm.
United, he'll definitely sign for United. I'm
If you're
telling
saying
you.
Rodrigo, we should sell Trossard this summer or January when Jesus is back, he is like, this is a nice statement because just because we're signing Rodrigo doesn't mean we should sell somebody now. We can sell them in January, assuming that we can be like, okay, we are surplus and we can let go now and we'll still be fine. Fair enough. This
Definitely,
is a
yeah.
nice judgment.
That
I
could
agree
work.
with this. Even Laka
But
can be sold in Swansea.
Gyökeres in no way is going to United, in my opinion, because
Ah, yeah.
he, after bagging so many goals, I don't think he'll let go of playing in the UCL. So
In-
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But it,
Hmm.
very
everything adds up to the transfer. United needs a striker. Gyökeres does not have a club, and the only club he's looking at does not want to sign him.
Hmm.
Gyökeres
Hmm.
uh, will be under the tutelage of Amorim. It all
Hmm.
makes sense.
Hmm. Hmm.
it could work out, but I really doubt if he would want to go to a club which does not offer him UCL.
And I'm not
Hmm.
even capping. Victor Gyökeres. at United will be a better fit than he will be at Arsenal.
For sure,
Obviously.
I think he'll be a very good fit for sure. But
Mm,
being in the peak
mm,
of his career, I think it's a
mm,
very big defining move for him. And I
mm,
think he's gonna wait for money talks for sure, money talks. But like, I think he will want to wait. He will want to
mm,
wait and see what he can do.
mm, mm, mm.
Liverpool.
Very underrated kind of thing, but I think this
Ooh,
comment United will go for Yorkers and if Arsenal don't go, but Liverpool can as well if that's what. This was a
fair,
nice talk,
Yeah,
but
fair.
with
That's a
Liverpool,
good one.
right? I think Liverpool can honestly go for Isak after the kind of pure profits that they made this season. Assuming that
And
even this one, assuming that even Harvey Elliott is sold for like 40 million minimum, I think pure profits clearly they can balance out the books and they can go and invest on Isak easily 120 million. Again, the
they've
question
got
is, hmm,
other targets as well. I mean, even when it comes to the center forward
hmm,
slot, they have Isak. If not Isak, they have Ekitike, and
hmm,
if not Ekitike, then they can go and sign Gyökeres.
hmm. Yep.
I think
The,
Liverpool will sign a centre forward for sure.
Yeah,
And even if they get Isak, it doesn't bother me if we get our signings.
थोड़ा सा दर्द हो what
अरे
if
करना
Isak
क्या
is
है
being sold.
उसमें यार, करना क्या है?
Ainsley, welcome. Oh my God, it's been a while since we had an Ainsley comment in this stream at least. There's no way there are people propping Garnacho like this. What's about literally as and shoot devil with one way hit it. Yeah, off topic. Okay. This happened with Emerson Royal, na? So, Barca bought him from Betis. Barca were like, he's so
yeah.
shit, they sold him to this one, Spurs. Yeah, this happened, this happened. There are few rumors we're going for Jackson. Nah, bro, it's all, there's no, nah. Isak would be 140 million. See, if they make 70 million pure profits, which can be like 140 or 210, depending on how the balance of their books. That is why 70 million is pure profit. That is why they can spend 200, 210. That's what I think. If I remember well,
They
that's why I
won't
think.
Yeah.
go entirely in the center forward position, but
Hmm, hmm,
Liverpool has other positions to worry about. Man, center forward is the least of their concerns.
hmm,
I
hmm,
think
hmm,
they are wanting to sell
Yeah.
Nunez for sure this season, and if they
Yeah,
can do that, then obviously they will go for someone.
hmm,
No,
hmm. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think it will most likely be Ekitike because Newcastle like just don't want to sell Isak at all unless he
I
goes on
would
strike and he says like I just don't want to play for you.
exactly.
Hmm,
Yeah,
I don't think that will happen, but we'll see.
hmm, yeah. Every Galatasaray player plays in USL, there's no point. Fair enough, fair enough. Ekitiki is too expensive, gassed up. Fair enough, yeah. Garnacho is good. I would had him at Arsenal last year if he had to.
oh yeah,
That,
yeah,
fair,
yeah.
fair. You see, I get this bit also. If he didn't have attitude issues and want to improve, I get it in
Man,
terms of trying to make things
Garnacho,
work.
Alejandro Garnacho is a certified bum, man. I haven't seen
No,
a player that bad, man. I mean, I'm not even
by
lying.
Osimhen, okay, okay, we can keep taking comments and talk about it. But what
Yeah,
I really want to talk about is a player who I was genuinely hurt, who has not been consistent because when he moved from PSV to Chelsea, I thought that Chelsea team needed somebody who has character. I get the nonchalant character that Cole Palmer brings it, but on the pitch, you need somebody who's like, who's ready to give it back to his defenders who are trying to provoke him and all that. And he's a character who's kind of lovable if you plays for your club, right?
Right.
Noni Madueke. Now, this player has honestly disappointed me because the way he started the season, I was like, okay, finally, this guy is starting to show signs of who he could potentially be, but he's been hella inconsistent. Seven goals
Right.
in the overall season. Out of the seven, three of them came in one match.
goals.
Bro, you're right. So don't be tricked by the stats. Watch him, see how he plays. He's not consistent at all. Yeah, obviously, their manager has not played him as often as how he would like to be as well. But there are reasons for that, right? If his quality in that Chelsea team, you can easily break into the team.
Yeah,
Before I can say anything much, let's just say that I'm not tactically aware of how he can be and how he can improve and all of that. I would rather assume the panel to answer this and probably in the chat to let us know. Noni Madueke to Arsenal. as a right wing backup or as a left wing backup as well. Thoughts. So we'll start with Ayush. We'll start with Ayush. What do you think about this transfer?
I'm not much keen on the Madueke rumors. I don't think we should go for him, but they are like merely doing it for as a backup to Saka. So I mean, I've not seen much of him in Chelsea, to be honest, and obviously the stats don't really represent his season last season. For how much I have seen, he's been very very inconsistent, and I don't think off the ball it's something that we also want that. So I think I'll be much more happier if we don't go for Madueke and we can go for someone else, like a Fofana maybe. Fofana is a left winger, right?
Yeah, he's a left winger.
Left winger, but
Akliush,
yeah,
Akliush is a right winger. But
yeah.
Monaco won't sell him for cheap.
I mean, I would have loved an left a Mbuemo in Arsenal, but like obviously
Good shout.
he's
Yeah.
heavily linked to United, so that's not gonna happen.
I really want to know Raja's thoughts on Madueke.
Wait, wait, Raja, before you say anything, right? Try to keep it PG. Uh, do not get us cancelled. Do not get us cancelled. Do not try to be as
Yeah,
PG as possible. That's all I'm going to
yeah,
ask you,
yeah,
please.
sure. Yeah, no, 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 man. See, Madueke has some really good aspects about him. His ball carrying and even dribbling to an extent is pretty good. But the problem comes when he enters the final third. More often than not, he's very selfish with his shooting and
Yeah.
shoots from very unrealistic angles and frustrates
Hmm.
the hell out of the fans watching him. Uh, it's yeah, I'm just underwhelmed by it because especially because he's a backup signing and we are spending. I don't think we'll waste 50 million of the funds on a player like that. It just doesn't make any sense. And if you think he's left wing backup, yeah, end this phase, whatever phase the started the project is in. Back it up and let's just forget all these years.
I'd rather have Guarnieri coming on for Saka as a backup than get
Yeah, I'd
Madueke.
rather have, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Rather have him. And even we have Max Dauman, like he's a 15-year-old kid,
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure he's better than Noni Madueke in that for Arsenal. So yeah, bro, you guys aren't clocking it. Max Dauman is gonna be a Lamine Yamal level talent in the next 2 years. I think we'll see
absolutely.
his growth.
Yes.
I absolutely love this guy.
Is Max Dauman allowed to enter the first team
He
Yeah,
squad
is.
Yeah.
next
yeah,
season?
next
He's
year,
registered
yes.
now. 16.
Finally, he's registered as an under 16 player, so he's allowed to be called up for the Premier League as well. Parth,
Perfect.
Noni Madueke, will come back. Give me a second. Fofana is done, not yet. He's been linked heavily to United Forest, but he's not yet done, and even to Chelsea. So yeah, not yet done. Uh, Cristiano, nah, bro. I don't want Arsenal to fund your transfer market, please. Madueke, hell no, definitely no.
Mm.
Madueke, yeah, no. Wait, 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 wait.
Noni Malfuke.
Said a bit, yeah, bit has been said, but they were denied it. I was sad because he's been
Man,
working for Chelsea.
lay equip and platigol.
Mm,
You just read these names and reject whatever they reject their opinions on that tweets, man. Please. Platigol, man, that
mm,
Florian Plettenberg, he's the biggest fraud I've ever seen. He masked
mm,
as a reporter, man. He is not. He's a troll. He's Eduardo Hale, but working for
mm,
Sky Germany. Fraud.
mm.
Nah, nah, he shoots in the dark. He shoots in the dark like what? He shoots 10 shots in the dark and hopes like one sticks to the target. That sort of
Yeah.
journalism is that. Even I can do that sort of journalism, man.
Okay.
Mm,
This guy
Noni
was on high
Malfuke.
journey. Where are the standards?
mhm. SKL, bring up this comment end of the stream. It is a nice way to end the stream. Okay, but we'll talk about Madueke and then we'll come back. This is a nice question, but keep it to the end of the stream. Uh,
Oh my god.
Sadio,
Sadio Mane, man. Mane
who is
exposed
saying,
that fraud.
no,
That
he's not
meme,
going to
that
hell
meme.
no.
I guess you don't know about it. Yeah, Sadio
No,
Mane wala.
Sadio
I didn't get
Mane
it.
ka, हाँ. अरे
Arey,
he
he
just
went to
when he signed for
Ran and
Oh,
just called him Sadio Mane. He's on camera.
oh my God. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, huh, that. Oh, the car and
It was
everything, right?
Plettenberg. Yeah,
That,
yeah, yeah, it was
okay,
Plettenberg.
okay. Mhm. But yeah, back to the topic. Noni Madueke, first thoughts.
As a player, uh, if you aren't to look at how he fits at Arsenal, I feel that he isn't a bad footballer. Again, he isn't the silky winger you can think of. He definitely has the physicality on him, and he's got the ball carrying. But the Chelsea ness in him really speaks. At Chelsea, I don't feel there's any sort of teamwork going on. Everyone plays to improve their stats, and that is what happened with Madueke last season. I feel even when he went on a run, he got into some trouble with his teammates, and it's just the inconsistency and the lack of decision making. And Maresca has done nothing to improve on that. And I can see Cole Palmer function more as the right winger come next season. So Madueke will be out of favor as it is, but yeah, dealing with Chelsea, and if Chelsea is to sell him, he'd not come for anything less than 45, 50 million. I mean, come on, 50 million pounds on Noni Madueke, man. Nah, nah.
With Noni Madueke, I can just remember one instance where they had gotten one penalty, and
Penalty. Jackson
Madueke
Palmer
and Jackson were literally
at
fighting for the
Madrid.
ball to take the penalty. Obviously, you don't want such kiddish behavior in our team. So,
And
man,
one red flag that was instantly up about him was he did not want to compete with Saka, or he didn't fancy himself over Saka to start as a right winger, and he's never played at left wing in his entire career. So
right.
basically,
Wait. I think at PSV he did play as a left winger if I'm not wrong. Like I think few games. I read something. I've not
as
seen
in,
it. I
he
read
isn't
somewhere.
a left winger. I mean, yeah, he can play at left wing, but he isn't a left winger. And if we are to talk
Mhm.
about
Right.
the right wing, I really want to see Vaneri occupy the right wing position next
Right.
season with Saka as Saka's backup, and to let Dowman come in as if he sees a game favorable enough to start him or just to have him off the bench. I would want to see that happen rather than signing a right winger. And if we are to sign one right winger, then I don't see the point of having Vaneri in the squad. It makes no sense.
I agree with that.
Uh, yeah. Raja, there is this discussion saying that if Madueke ends up at Arsenal, he could be that left wing option like how Rafinha is for Barca. Do you agree or disagree? If you disagree, again, try to keep it PG and do not get us cancelled.
No, no, no. Arey, bro, don't need to mention every time. Uh,
Bro, I'm scared. Trust me, I'm scared. Because on group chat, when you do not disagree, right, you obliterate the shit out of the player. I'm scared.
no, 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 no. I mean, he has some really good attributes. I mean, he can play comfortably on both wings, but the thing with him is he just lacks football IQ, and I think
Yeah,
to an extent it's coach his positioning and stuff is coachable. But I think at the stage where we are in our project, you need like at the time where we have to win trophies, I don't think we have to take a risk like that when we need quality backups for everyone. I'd rather just play Ethan one area and just invest that money somewhere in left wing, get a top class player, and also a top class striker. It's
definitely.
just pure waste of money, and also like there's so much work to do with him as well. Like he's very very mature in many aspects of the game. Yeah,
Ever
probably works
since
for some other club, but for not for us.
ever
Yeah,
since
again,
Pedro
Noni
Neto came to
Madueke.
Chelsea, I think
Yeah.
Madueke has totally been like
Oh
overshadowed
shit.
with Pedro
Neto is
Neto's
also there,
performance.
man. Crazy.
So let's look at the winger options, right? They have João Pedro, who can play on the left wing side. They have Pedro Neto. They have Gittins now,
Yeah,
Madueke.
getting
Yes.
Assuming that Cole Palmer is probably played in that position. Who else? Who are the other left wingers that they have? I'm not really sure. You guys
Nkunku
remember?
used to play at
Mhm.
Nkunku used to play at the left wing for some games.
yeah.
They've got Modric on their books. I don't know what's up with
Mhm.
Till
him. If
Mudryk is
he's
done,
to
I
face a
think
four-year
his
term.
contract will
Yeah.
get cancelled because of the drug situation. So I
Yeah.
think
If
he's
Mhm.
if
Yeah,
Mhm.
if the ban is to be there for like 4 years, then yeah, we can have Modric out of the equation. But again, on the left wing, they've got Bino Gittins. He's not
Dewsbury
a
Hall.
winger. He's a midfielder. He's a midfielder.
Mm.
Kieran Dewsbury Hall
Oh,
is a midfielder.
Now,
So
Esther where?
oh
Esteban
by
is left wing,
damn
right
man,
winger.
they've
Hmm.
got they've actually got on the right wing now. Noni
Hmm.
Madueke, Cole Palmer, Pedro
Hmm.
Neto, Estevao.
Hmm. Hmm.
Why? On the left wing, they've
Awesome.
got
Bro,
Joao Pedro. He can. Kendry
do you
Paez,
want
yes.
Hmm.
do you want me to be honest? Esteban Willian to Strasbourg in January. I'm 99% sure.
It will happen. I mean, they're just hoarding
He,
players, man. They're just
Hmm.
hoarding
Hmm.
players
He'll
at this
just get
point.
bullied in
Chelsea
the
fans
Premier
are
League.
very excited with the prospect of Estevao for sure. I
Hmm.
think
Hmm.
they're
But
hyping him
when
up
it
too
comes
much
to Chelsea,
with
man, nah, you can't.
they are
You
saying
can't.
that he's the next Neymar or something like that. But I don't know. I've not seen
Hmm.
enough of Estevao.
Hmm. Hmm.
Boy,
Hmm. Hmm.
baapre. Man, we
Quenda,
can
oh,
actually
sorry.
have a discussion of how many right wingers does Chelsea have, man. Giovanni Quenda,
Yeah,
they've
Kenda
literally
next season.
signed, man. Hey, Bhagwan.
Hmm. Hmm.
Chelsea
Hmm.
क्या
goes
है
on a
ये club?
buffet for the transfer market. They will
क्या
buy
है ये
everyone
club?
on available, and that's why I
Quenda,
think
man.
they
That's
can still go for Gyökeres because they don't care. They can
also,
have four options for them
Hmm.
and
yeah,
then send people out on loan.
it's
Hmm.
also funny seeing that like everyone is left right winger, man. Who is playing on the left? There's just kittens, and then like they'll sign some Garnacho, I think.
No,
Garnacho
Pedro
makes
Neto plays on the
perfect
left a
sense.
lot.
That's
They
Yeah,
what
they
they
Pedro
use
they
him,
Neto.
but
predominantly a
yeah,
right
yeah,
Hmm.
probably.
winger, right?
Hmm. Hmm. One second, I just want to let.
Dewsbury
Uh,
Hall.
Vivek Bhai is here. कैसे हो? Stream. See, just I just want to say Zubimendi. If once Zubimendi is announced, there will be a collaboration. That is all I'm saying, for sure. Uh, what is this?
Krishanu just put a comment on Dewsbury Hall. Where was it?
This one.
KDH,
Yeah.
KDH.
Hmm. Hmm.
This is one player who I loved when he was at Leicester, man.
Yeah.
Chelsea
Yeah.
has completely destroyed Dewsbury Hall. He is a very good box to box slash advanced midfielder. I
Hmm.
was
Hmm.
actually in favor of having Dewsbury Hall at Arsenal when he used to be at Leicester. Chelsea
Hmm. Hmm.
has made him a nothing player. Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Chelsea director praise Brighton model issue paid. Quenda will have contract till 2034. Sterling
They
as well.
signed Quenda for a starting left winger. Starting left winger.
And so,
Starting left
They
winger.
give Modric
and
a 10-year
Sterling.
contract as well, not to forget.
Ha.
क्या club है भाई.
They had even Jackson. I think they had like initial 7 year contract, and they extended it by 2 years or something
Hmm.
after
Hmm.
Yeah.
their
Hmm.
first season.
Hmm.
And now they want to sell
Kittens.
Just
him
for
right now.
accounting. They,
Kittens.
SKL by I
they
have
do
seen his
it for
forming. I
accounting
think
reasons, but I think
yeah.
it's just a
Man,
waste of
Chelsea is
careers
but
at this point.
Chelsea is very smart, man. Chelsea buys at a low price and then they can, sell their players at a very high price. That's exactly what's happening with Madueke. They brought Madueke like it was some flash sale, man. They did not need to buy a right winger or a winger at all.
Hmm.
They bought
Hmm.
Noni Madueke for like 20-25, I'm pretty sure, and now they're asking for
Hmm.
50.
Hmm.
So,
If Rodrigo says no or decides to join elsewhere, then who is a left wing? Ooh.
Oh, from the reports I've read from Athletic, it seems it's Anthony Gordon.
Got it.
But I
Got it.
Anthony
personally would like
Gordon,
to see
Jadon Sancho, there are a lot of options that we are
Jaden Sancho.
considering as
No,
a
thanks,
remote.
man. No, 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 no,
We
no.
don't want
Jaden
him.
Sancho.
We obviously don't want him, but like we are linked to him.
Nah, nah, nah,
No, no,
nah.
no, no.
No, no,
Uh,
no, no.
from what I've seen, like it's usually Rodrigo or Anthony Gordon, but I hope it's
Hmm.
Rafael Leao if he misses out on
Leo
Rodrigo.
ain't happening.
Rafael Leao
Don't
will be
see
very
Leo
difficult
happening.
to bag.
Hmm. He needs to move to a team like Leeds. They play good football. I
Again, a
follow.
good show. This is
Makes sense.
again
Makes
a
sense.
good shout. Dewsbury or
Hmm.
athletes will be very good.
Hmm. Chelsea are in tower player. Yeah, bro.
They
This
will be.
yeah.
They will be. I mean, we can
Hmm.
complain as much as we want about how many signings they make,
Hmm.
but it's
Hmm.
just that the player turnover at Chelsea is so much that they will never be in a financial mess, no
Hmm.
matter how many
Hmm.
players they sign. That
Hmm.
club
But
financially is very good, man. Very good. But that's just a financial club. That is not a footballing club.
Yeah, they are managed by all the asset managers in the world.
Exactly.
But
Todd
but
Bowley
also
doesn't. Nah.
yeah, but also when you think
Mhm.
about it, like they're selling their what we say their ground and whatever whatnot to themselves.
Yeah.
Arsenal also can do that if we can get to that situation, right? Like you can sell
Mhm.
Arsenal women back to KSE or like ask Emirates Stadium to back to KSE. So even we'll have that loophole to use if we need. But I don't think Arsenal are run in that way.
You won't
But
We
we'll
are
have
have
an
that
Mhm.
option.
ethical club.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. आ,
Fans
मैं
of
कह रहा हूँ इस क्लब ने
Ahmad
पावर बेच के लिए ही लिया
Sehwag
होगा सीपीसी,
Sutise.
बट वो चल आ
Ah,
गए.
that's a fact. That's a fact. No one expected Cole Palmer to play that well.
Ah, true. Nobody
That
expected
is
him to
true.
like
That
put
is
up those numbers. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Uh, okay. Oh yeah, there's a George Washington guy also.
Hey, Tyreek George भी है, हे
So
भगवान.
Tyreek George,
They
yeah,
got Sukayo Baka as well, man. Come on. How many
yeah.
fingers do they have genuinely?
Bro, bro. Leo is overhead not worth 70 or 80 million. Well,
I would agree.
here we are.
It
Here we are.
depends. It depends
Depends,
on
yeah.
like how we can use him. But yeah, from his last season, I think you can say that. But his talent base is really high, man. I think just based on talent, he's the best left winger in football easily. But the thing
Yes.
is, he is in a terrible like a project or whatever you call in Milan, and also he seems very unmotivated, and that's also a big issue with him. He seems very disinterested in some games, and it's a
Man,
big
I'll say
risk
this,
to
right? I'll
take.
say
But
this. You,
yeah, it's a big risk, but I'd be willing to take it. Basically, yeah.
that's what I'll say this. If we are going for Noni Madueke, I would rather go for Rafaelio because both are inconsistent. Might as well go for Rafaelio because you know Rafaelio can
Obviously.
do it. But that's what I think. But yeah.
Obviously.
I think
I agree
Anthony
with this
Gordon will be
Gordon,
very, very good for us.
but
Even
I
like for
actually
as a
agree.
backup for Rodrigo. If Rodrigo doesn't work, I would like for us to go for Anthony Gordon.
I
But
absolutely agree. I am also a huge fan of Anthony Gordon, like for a big time. But I think his what we say his gain on what we say what we have with Martinelli is would be
mm,
minimal. Let's say like thirty
mm,
percent upgrade on Martinelli, but like Rodrigo
mm,
would be like
This
some
is my
50-60%.
only this is my only con about signing Anthony Gordon. Is Anthony Gordon a bad footballer? By no means is he. But when I compare to what we already have, I don't see Gordon doing much that Martinelli can't do, man. I mean,
mm.
put Martinelli at Newcastle, he'd put up the same numbers as Anthony Gordon did there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Chelsea is on top by selling.
So,
Damn. Is Janam में strike? Uh, we have one. No, it's fine. You keep it to yourself. You keep it to yourself, bro. No, bro.
man, I'm telling you, man, Darwin Nunez at Arsenal, man. In some other universe, man, that happens. I'm
Mm,
telling you. I
Lucho
like
isn't
him.
going anywhere. But I think this one. Wait, Lucho is name is
Luis
only
Diaz.
no. What? Luis
Luis
Diaz. Oh, Luis
Diaz.
Which is
Luis
Luis
Diaz.
Diaz. Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh. We'll go for. Yeah, I can see this happen. If Luis Diaz leaves, Gordon to Liverpool is more likely,
He'd
in
be
my
a
opinion.
perfect fit. I mean, to be
Mm,
at
Gordon
Liverpool,
will
you
be
just have to be
insane in
a
Liverpool.
half decent attacker, man. Any
mm,
attacker
mm,
would cook at Liverpool.
yeah, yeah. Um, I think we've discussed. Okay. Okay, I accept my defeat that Garnacho has bad attitude, but surely if we don't get Sesko Yorker, surely we'll have to go for Rashford. And the striker left wing plays good as well. When this is the thing, we are getting either of it. Remember the 2019 20 20. I think the 2020 21. No, 21-22 season when we went for Hosam Awar and Partey. Remember the situation where we know that we're
Yeah,
getting one of those two for sure. If we are not willing to pay 60 million for Hosam Awar, 50 million release clause for Partey is definitely being done. I think a similar
right.
situation is there right now. It's either Sesko or Yorkeres. If we are not able to get Sesko, Pakka we're getting Yorkeres. There is no doubt about it. That's what I think. If you
Joker
guys
is
have some.
on
Yeah.
his knees to join us, man.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, you're spot on with that Jose Mawar and Partey comparison. I think we
Yeah.
have established good relation with both the parties right now, and I
Hmm.
think time will tell who we go for. I think
Also,
one day
update
we
from Team News and Ticks. Zubimendi will be announced as Arsenal player tomorrow.
let's go.
Vivek,
Bro,
bro, if
I
you're
just
listening,
want to say one thing to Arsenal, to the Arsenal media team. If Kepa was announced like that, I better hope Zubimendi is a banger announcement. Bro, I mean, I had no expectations from the Kepa announcement, man. And I saw that, I was
hmm,
like, ooh, cooked. Please, man, Zubimendi has to be
Let's
good.
go.
He has to be good, man.
hmm,
And
uh,
we are actually signing a player who's played for Real Madrid and Liverpool. So it needs to be a big announcement. I mean, come on.
Nunes to Arsenal. Okay, when you say hear me out. As a left wing option 2 seasons back, not now, not as a
Even
striker,
as a striker, I would
because
have
at
taken him.
okay, from left wing option coming more centrally. That is, if that is the case, then I would take it. Because
I
at
would have
Benfica,
taken him.
most of his goals came from there. It started left wing, but most of his goals came centrally. So I would say from left wing coming more centrally is what I would hope for, but
If
not now.
not,
I'm not.
if not for
Hmm.
Kai Havertz, I could have had Luis Diaz. Sorry, Darwin Nunez at
Nunes.
us. Yeah,
Mhm. What about
definitely.
you, Ayush? Would you agree or like
Nunes
nah?
misses the easiest of chances, bro. Like I think
But
he
he
will
scores the
score.
toughest of them.
He scores the toughest of goals and misses the easiest of chances. I don't know how I
Those
will react.
random
He
football
he.
whenever.
I would like to shout out Giroud over here because I think he used to do the same
Yeah.
for us, and we have struggled for those 14 games that he did not score that season. We
Mm-hmm.
fucking struggled, bro. So I mean, I
Bro,
don't.
Ozil had double-digit assists before winter.
Seriously, bro. Seriously.
From winter, nothing.
So I'm really not in favor of Darwin Nunez. I think he's not been able to show what he could have done in
Hmm.
Liverpool. And
Hmm.
if you're in a team like Liverpool, you should have produced that sort of numbers as well. I
Hmm.
mean,
Hmm.
so I'm not in the favor of Darwin Nunez at all.
And I like him, man. He's not a bad footballer. I like him.
Can you play more transitional like Liverpool? I guess if that is the case, we'll have to compromise on one of our defensive midfielders in Rice or Zubimendi and play one more like an Eze and Odegaard or an Eze or Havertz in midfield, and then just go let's tuck it. We'll just assume that one of these two can be more defensive like McAllister and like go ahead and play full attack. That's what I think. I don't know. I'm blabbering at this point.
No, it doesn't work
You
like
make
that. But
sense.
I think it'll what we say give us flexibility to play in different styles. If we sign like player like Eze, I mean you can do
For
many
sure.
things. I think that's
He'll
why
give us
I'm
a lot
really
more
excited.
options.
Yeah, exactly. I think we
If
are
not,
building a squad in that direction, right? Like having different players for different game states.
perfect.
Perfect. I mean, like just imagine, like we signed Christian Norgard. I mean, of course, like I hope he doesn't start many games, but like he's really good at closing games. If it's let's say we're like 2-1 up against a club like Newcastle, who usually like make us suffer physically. You just bring
Right.
on Nordgaard, and he can just sweep up the balls, like win the aerial duels, and just that dogged presence in midfield. For us to close the game. I think these type of
Norgard is
signings
a huge
will
upgrade.
really help us. Yeah, exactly.
Norgard
On
is a
Jorginho,
huge upgrade on Jorginho. Huge upgrade. Like you're bringing Norgard off the bench and he's closing your games down. So, I mean, compared
Norgard,
to Jorginho, crazy.
Norgard closing games reminds me of Rob Holding transitioning Arsenal into a five at the back, man.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Those days.
even when it comes to, I won't say that we'll play more transition based football like Liverpool. I'd just say that we'll create artificial transitions given the way we actually play right now, because if you look at Arsenal, it's seen as, we are a very boring team. We don't attack. The only way we score goals is set pieces, which is ludicrous. If you look at our games, we definitely create transitional moments a lot. In almost every game, it's just the quality of attackers we have that make it seem like, we cannot attack well. I'm telling
I
you,
think
the difference you'll realize when we sign Sesko and Rodrigo or Eze, the difference will be monumental. Trust me.
I think we are a great attacking team, but for the last season, I would like to say that most part we did not have a striker, and Odegaard was injured. And as soon as he got injured, we could not play the free flowing attacking football that we
Yep.
used to play.
Yep.
So I think these signings and players being fit, the complete squad will give us more freedom to play the way we like to actually play.
And yesterday there was a small list. Raja said as well. The attacker that he signed since Arteta became the manager, Willian, Sterling, uh, Marquinhos,
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus,
Jesus.
Havertz,
Havertz was a midfielder who was converted to
Midfielder,
an
huh? He
attacker.
wasn't an
So,
attacker.
Crosswell.
exactly. So these four. Who's I did one more. Raja, remember who's the other player in that list?
Trossard.
Trossard. Yeah.
Crosswell.
In this, only Trossard has been good. Jesus till winter has been good. Nobody else after that.
And
Jesus
Sterling
we've
was
crap.
good
signed
for a
more.
good 7 months
Yep.
when
Yeah,
we signed
yeah,
him.
yeah,
Arsenal has signed more goalkeepers than forwards in
Yeah,
Arteta's tenure.
right.
yeah.
I also saw
Exactly.
this.
Yeah,
Seven
that list.
goalkeepers, man.
Mm-hmm.
Seven goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Hey, Bhagwan.
We streamed for 1 hour, 56 minutes, 14 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much for all the people who have tuned in. We'll take in the last few comments, bring in the last few comments for the next 2 minutes. We'll take them and we'll wrap it up. Cool?
Yeah.
Because I think there's nothing much to talk about. And if we keep saying it, it'll be like, it's for time pass, nothing else. As the United fans, please sign strikers.
Eh?
Fair enough. I think Jokeris will happen. Bro, Sacha, he said
Sacha,
many
man, he's
things.
a fraud. Come on. Nah, 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 nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
As
nah,
a
nah, nah.
Joker Saka is very good front three. This will also improve game, in my opinion. Will register more assists if Jokeris comes in. It depends. If you're saying something he puts in aerially, I don't think Jokeris will score something like hip level and below Pucker. It's a goal, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Zubimendi finally wearing an Arsenal kit. We're hoping. Like how Bipra said, Martin Zubimendi is going to be announced as an Arsenal player. Yeah, that is a hope. And अब तक तो होना
हो
सही
जाएगा, हो
था.
जाएगा. Tomorrow.
हो
होना
जाएगा.
चाहिए.
कल तो हो जाएगा. Thoughts on Hilal knocking out City. So
Loved
I
it, bro.
tuned in. Yeah, good.
I mean, yeah, man. City getting knocked out, not winning anything this
Mm,
2025 is good, and that game as well. I mean, both oil money clubs, but
mm,
like, yeah, the actual OG oil money club did win against City,
mm,
and it was great to
mm,
watch it. Even though it was a very good game, I think City created a ton of chances, and they are looking very dangerous, and they are looking like a very good side to look out
mm,
for in the coming season.
mm,
I think they're
mm.
gelling up very well, but like it was very good to see Al Hilal just making it off them.
Yeah, and then Zaki finally beating Pepsi like nice to it.
Yeah, man.
I just have an unpopular opinion, and I think it won't sound as unpopular. City doesn't move me. I'm sorry. They can
Man,
attack all that they want. They do not have a good midfield, man. Rodri Reinders on paper looks very good, but it relies heavily on Rodri, and it relies heavily on the defenders. Their
Hmm.
defense is not good. They do not have defensive minded fullbacks. All they do is attack. That team is not balanced. I don't like that team, man.
I think Chelsea might finish above them next season. There's a good chance.
I honestly don't see it with City this season, man. I mean, if Rodri is able to keep the Rodri levels he had pre ACL, fair play. All their problems are sorted and they need to defend better. But if Rodri is, operating at 50% of what he was operating at, it's looking long, man. Reinders doesn't contribute defensively. Neither does Ryan Cherky or Phil Foden or whoever will play. Because Phil Foden,
Telford
if
and
he is
Turkey
trying to
defensive in
he is
another
out.
level. Yeah.
City just has to
That
score
team,
more goals than they will concede because
exactly,
that's
and
how it's gonna work.
that doesn't help in the long run, man. You have to have a solid defensive line. The defensive line last season was one of their weakest links, and I don't see how they've improved on it this season. He's not had a good 6 months at the club, if I'm being honest.
Parth's comments on Edison being fraud is getting true, man.
Ah,
Even City fans are calling him out. Literally, game के बाद Edison Dude, this has been happening for almost a season and a half. To be fair.
Stefan Ortega is a better goalkeeper than Ederson Moraes. I'll die on that hill. I don't rate Ederson like that. Not
In
good.
terms of first, there's a reason why Alisson starts over Edison for Brazil. There is a reason for that.
He's got way too many bozo moments. It's just that
Yeah.
City was that good that Ederson's
Yes.
weaknesses were just getting put under the carpet, man. Ederson
Mhm.
ain't all that.
I don't like Norgard as second choice, number six,
He will
maybe.
be a third choice six. He's basically a third choice six.
Mhm.
Zubimendi, Rice, and then Nogard.
Hmm. Arteta is a good. I have a shout. He says after 2 years, Inzaghi's contract will get expired. Arteta will also get signed after 2 years if he doesn't deliver big time Inzaghi to Arsenal. In 2 years, we'll discuss regarding this. Not
Fair
this.
play. Fair play. I mean,
Yeah. I see
fair.
this, but yeah, I totally
I
get it. I get it.
bro got Al Hilal cooking in 2 days. Bro just
Mm.
look at the game. Al Hilal played against Real Madrid, man. The
Okay.
first game
Sure.
of the CWC.
Mm.
Yeah, man.
Al Hilal
Mm-hmm.
cooked Madrid.
Insane.
Literally cooked them.
Mm-hmm.
Created
That's
tons
I
of
it.
am a
chances.
Madrid.
Tons of chances in that game.
Yeah.
They
And
I'm a
don't.
Madrid
They
fan, so I
forget
don't.
want
where
Rodrygo.
can we hijack Nico Williams? I don't think that's
Nico
happening.
Williams, man.
Uh, so I don't think Rodrigo will be main character. I just think that he will be appreciated more than
Yeah.
what it is right now. Main character, though, I think will always be Saka because he is my
Saka.
Canadian guy. Saka and Rice because Rice is being English and he's just
Saka.
being a favorite one. So yeah.
Arsenal's got too many cult heroes, man. I mean, you
Mm,
can't really say that Arsenal is team that relies heavily on a single player. Everyone just
mm.
chips in with a bit.
Right.
Sesko would be a better signing in my opinion because against a team that plays low block, we always do crosses. Inshallah,
Crosses,
Sesko.
fairs,
Fair enough.
fairs,
Exactly. Fair.
fairs.
Good point.
And
Good
he will
point.
have an
Outside
Uh,
average
looking
height
good.
of 6'3".
hmm. Can we hijack bro? Nico Williams doesn't want to come to Arsenal.
They still
If he
hope. They
wanted to,
still hope.
it's
And
fine.
as long as Athletic Club keeps on filing cases on Bal Savara, I'm just
Mm.
enjoying it with popcorn, man. I'm doing nothing else.
Vivek Bro asked, anyone plays FIFA panel chat? Anyone?
I
You guys
was
play
a
FIFA?
pro FIFA player up until FIFA 23. After that, ever since the game's changed its name, I have given up on that game. FIFA 23, I was goated, man. For Champions Elite 3 always. I was him.
Wow.
I was him.
I
I
played.
was great.
Yeah,
Yeah, go on,
right, right.
Sucheet.
I played FIFA last. I think was 2014. FIFA
Oh
14
my
was the
god,
last one I played.
2014.
Yeah, FIFA 14 was the last one I played. After that, I
In
didn't
I
like
think
play.
I've played FIFA for last 16 years, and I think last 2 years back I stopped playing. I played FIFA from 2006 up until 2023. So
FIFA
played
23.
quite a lot of FIFA, bro. I'm like now I can't anymore.
I have to ask, how old are you,
28.
You
bro?
don't look 28, man.
Do people not look their age anymore these days or what? You're telling you 28. Dutch
Yeah.
bro said he's 30. I'm like, what do you mean 30? You say you're 28. Bro, if you said 25 or 26, I would have agreed. But 28 is insane.
Yeah.
There's no 28. That bro tells me that he's married. I'm like, yeah, when did this happen? Bro, you must stop
Now,
looking their age.
now that we are talking age, just search up Joao Pedro 15.
No, please, no. Uh, can we hijack? Okay, is Martinelli to Al Nassr possible?
I don't see it happening.
We never know.
Very possible.
Chalo,
I think it can happen.
the India match is going over. What was the same?
Oh yeah, India versus England is
Damn,
going on.
he was 79 for 5. Okay, I saw it's a batting pitch. I do not know if it is.
After the antics that India pulled up in the last test, man, yeah, they've lost me there.
Uh,
You cannot lose a test match
mm,
from a winning position like that. Fraud watch.
mm.
Done.
We are heavily
Apparently,
reliant on
SK,
Bumrah, man. We're heavily reliant
yeah,
on that guy.
Bumrah or
It's
bust
sad.
at this point. Yeah. Apparently,
It's just
FC is
sad.
changing its
He's
game
never-
again. Again in 23, people are not liking the last 2 games. I've
It
read
has
about this. I've
never
read about
happened
this.
that people have actually liked FIFA for the game.
Mm,
It's never happened. Every
mm,
year there's something or the other wrong with the game, and it gets called out
mm.
multiple times, but nothing happens.
FIFA is
Wow.
just becoming like a money making machine with all the
Yeah, yeah,
foot
yeah,
drafts and all these things.
yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
Mm,
gotten them hooked onto that, and they've just moved
mm.
away from the game. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's that's when even I decided to leave. I was like, okay, it's just getting too much. They're just getting all of foot drafts. I was it got
Leave the
boring after
football
that.
before the football leaves you.
Pro clubs is a lot more fun in FIFA. Like you
I've
can play
heard.
with your
I've
friends.
heard. Yeah.
That's a
Mm.
lot more fun thing to do. So I that's what I play with my friends. That's all.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. We have come to the end of the stream. Thank you so much for all the concurrent viewers who stayed till the very end and who've been helping the channel grow from the start. Let me just share a few stats. We started the stream at what? 1,364, 65, I don't know what the number was, but now we ended the stream at 1,373. That's a huge jump in subscribers. Thank you so much for all the people who are subscribing.
Awesome.
Uh,
127 away from 1.5, man. Please.
we'll get there, we'll definitely get there. But again, this isn't possible without the people who've been building this community by subscribing and being part of the group, being part of the chat as well, and people like Ayush who have reached out to us saying that they want to contribute to the channel live or stream. This has been great as well. You've been a great guest. I hope you have enjoyed. I'm again sorry
Man, it
for
was
calling you
great.
the wrong
It
name.
was really good fun chatting with you guys, Parth,
Yeah,
Raja, and Sucheet yourself. It's been a pleasure. Trust me.
It was great
yeah,
to
yeah.
have you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you.
yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm really sorry for calling you the wrong way. I don't
Arre,
know what
man.
was it.
Get over it, man. It's okay. It's fine. It's chill.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you so much for all the content views. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll see you soon. Tomorrow, Zubimendi is getting announced on what we have seen, right? There might be a collaboration. We'll definitely let you guys know. Yeah,
So
what do you guys
take
do in
care,
real
guys.
life? Ayush, do you want to share with
I
the chat what are you doing?
I'm a chartered accountant who's currently looking for a job.
Yeah.
I'm a technical
Uh,
analyst who I basically read charts and suggest trades based on that in the stock
okay,
markets.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Raja, bro left us.
Is pro.
I'm unemployed. I did my BTech, I did my
I
MS when I am unemployed. Anyways, we'll see you soon. Till then, good morning, good night, wherever you're in the world. Bye bye. Peace. Good night.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye bye.